Welcome, my friends, back to Marvel Snap. Ooh, we've got a fun Friday lined up. I've got some very off-meta decks that I've actually been thoroughly enjoying. We'll get to jam today, and then once we get some more people cycling in, we might have a pretty exciting DC Dual Force announcement as to when we're going to be able to bring some early gameplay coverage, get hands-on with the game. But let's go ahead and dive into our gameplay. Edward, great to see you. Bearded Grizzly, Marshorn, Simon Cleric. Awesome to have all you guys joining in on a Friday. Hope you've had a fantastic week. Is anyone still on the ranked grind? We had an extra week in this season. Let's go zoom in for the battle.
Universe shall be set right.
Buenos dias, Jose. Great to see you. Alright, guys. Idling this deck, Chaos Titan. Yes, this is Lockjaw and Destruction and Null, Jubilee and Iron Lad. I'm wondering if I should be running specifically Wave instead of Iron Lad as a slight improvement, but it is truly remarkable how when you run Death and Null, a little bit of self-destruction doesn't really slow you down. Without Wax, great to see you. Let's go 56, shooting for 60 and the variant before vacation. Daniel, I know you can make it. Best of luck to you. Oh, but if I go Lockjaw here, then I cannot cycle cards. We'll play Lockjaw here. Don't want to talk too much because it is a snap stream, but DC hype for me is real. Marshorn, I think is real for a lot of the community. If you got any questions or want to chat on anything, go for it, mate. Do you want to play the Soulstone? Do I play... We could play Jubilee, or we could play something like Time Stone, cycle the Time Stone, play the Soul Stone, drop Carnage for tempo. Maybe I'll try this. Simon totally gave up on Snap at this point. No climbing for me. Yosh, whoosh. I thought your description said that I was playing Dual Force. No, so it still has Marvel Snap stream, but if you type !! Dual Force, you might get a little notice about what's to come. We got a lot of the regulars here. We've been sponsored by Dual Force, my friends. This time next week, 40 minutes before this time next week, we will be playing DC Dual Force in the earliest showcase of gameplay for the game. Incredibly exciting. There will be giveaways. We'll be able to hook you guys up with beta codes for the next round of betas and also with free card packs. Not only did we get into the beta, but you guys got us into the content creator early access showcase, my friends. And we're retreating on this one so fast. Didn't see an OTA yesterday. Yes, Jose, we're not getting an OTA until 6/8 next week. Next week is the next balance patch. So Teddy, any plans for the podcast that you can share? Hype, looking forward to what you guys will come up with. I imagine that the next episode will be just me and Brad Safer, unless we find a guest last minute. We are still debating on what the best move for the podcast is going to be. If we if we establish a brand new YouTube channel for Can't Stop Snapping, or if we post it up on just one of our channels. I have a larger subscriber base right now than Brad Safer. I make a lot of other content besides having the podcast there. We want to be able to divide things, so we're not sure if it's going to be both of us co-hosting episodes on the regular, or if it is going to be, say, one person will run like 2 weeks out of the month, and then we'll alternate who is the main host with other guests, similar to how Blue Spruce had been running it before. Let's see. I wonder if the Dual Force will worry second dinner. I imagine not. I mean, in the gaming space, there's always going to be competition, right? You can't get your head turned around if there's any other competition. But DC Dual Force is kind of uniquely positioned in terms of overlapping fandoms to really go head-to-head to Snap, right? I'm sure there's a lot of people. I want Iron Lad here. I don't get a card draw if I do. If they are Galactus, we have a great time because we hold both Null and Death in the deck, not currently in hand.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay. Just gonna play Spider-Man like that. I'll get the copy of Thanos. Interesting point. If Iron Lad is copying Thanos, Purple Stone doesn't buff him. If Iron Lad is copying Purple Stone, then he would be able to double buff Thanos. But it doesn't go the other way. I think what I actually do is I play this, and then I play Venom here. Teddy, will I continue to stream Snap after Dual Force releases? Yes, without Wax, for sure. The goal is to be covering both games simultaneously, especially for the early days of Dual Force. It looks like the Dual Force is going to release in an early beta for a limited time, and then it will move over and it will have a more open beta, but again for a limited time frame, and then they'll do the full release afterwards. So we'll see what the audience is looking like on both games after that. They got the buff on the Yondu. They wanted to be able to win cloning VATs. Here's the thing. I feel like... Oh, where are they going to play? We have to make the call here. Trickster, thank you for the follow, mate. Thank you. Stopped playing Snap last week and have been trying to find a fun game to replace it. Zelda's been doing the job. There we go, Tim Palmer. Could just get lost over there in Hyrule, right? Killmonger is pretty nice to be able to knock over the Yondu. So what if it was like Carnage, Killmonger, and then a Soul Stone? I don't know what they're going to try and have as their big final piece. They're Galactus. I guess I'll just play Soul Stone. And then Space Stone. They play 2 cards. What is Galactus going to try and do? Or is the Shang-Chi? This is Shang-Chi, right? That's what it was. Can't help but feel like we could have still caught them. Putting the extra Carnage Killmonger on the right. I guess not. I guess not. Diablo 4 released as well. Heard it's good. I've heard good things about Diablo 4 as well. Blizzard finally being able to claw back some of their good name. It was getting dicey for Blizzard there for a while. Thought they were going to be on the way out like EA. There we go. Brighten up the webcam a little bit. What's the mission? 3 costs? There we go. Bit skeptical about DZ. I hope it's good. The more good superhero games we have, the better. Indeed, indeed. I'm rooting for Dual Force's success. It looks like it'll be fun. It looks like it'll be a very different take than Snap. It'll be a different pace. It's not just like a Snap clone. Not necessarily a clone of really anything out there on the market. It seems like they're trying to do a mixing and matching of different pieces that they like from other card games. They have kind of the... They have like a leader mechanic from Gwent, but you have 2 leaders, which then builds you in, brings you into faction building that you see similar to Legends of Runeterra. And then you have a lot of the keywords from stuff like Magic. Soul Stone, Space Stone. We have Reality Stone to be able to flip Death's Domain if we need to. If the game becomes popular, maybe they can bring light to more obscure stuff they absorbed over the past years. Creature Wildcats, that would be hype. We'll see what they bring in. There's an enormous roster of DC characters, just like there's an enormous roster of Marvel characters. I'll let the Mind Stone die in service of the death. Patiently waiting for a video on Spider-Verse and 2099's ability. What do you mean, KG? Yeah, I'm waiting for the devs to be able to hit us with the update. I can't believe that we haven't received the developer update. You know, I'm kind of expecting it to release, like, during the stream today. Because didn't the last developer update drop on a Friday? Trying to remember here as I scroll back. I should not be just scrolling back while I'm in this tight cagey matchup. Honestly, I wouldn't mind my guys dying. Did they? On seeing the Yondu, they're worried that I'm Galactus. Trust me, my friend, I am not Galactus. You have nothing to fear. I'll play Space Stone over here. That'll let me move something over to the side. I will also play Time Stone over here. And I'll just keep holding on to the Reality Stone, I think. When was that last developer update? It was a banger. Gotta remember that. We got Ben Brode running the late night radio show. Production value's only been going up at Second Dinner. Alright, now I'm just scrolling through balance changes. So many balance changes last month, and there's the Iron Lad announcement. Alright, I'm getting close. Because he was a starter. Technical difficulties. Living Tribunal update. Here it is. So that was on 4/28. 4/28. That was a Sunday? Alright, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Now, do I want to use magic? I think I will. Seems like the opponent playing Spider-Man here is looking to be able to lock that lane down. I do have access to death. A nice, cheap death. Yeah, we'll use magic. This season has been the least enjoyable for me, so I just stopped. Not your cup of mojo, Tim? Yeah, this is the Prop X. That's fine. What if we use Jubilee here to land on Death's Domain? Get another death, and then I can play Null and Death simultaneously, sacrificing Death to Death's Domain to get Null the extra 12 points. Or we'll do this. Very similar effect. Okay. Chavez? Sure. 14 power Null. They flip first. We will be unconcerned. Play you. I don't think it matters. Does it matter? Maybe it does. Spider-Man 2099 will only be once, trust me. I do not KG. Pretty sure that he's going to be every single time. Why would he be only once, KG? Once sounds terrible. We're just looking at his stat line. If he only destroys once, that's going to be dead on arrival. That's like horrifically bad. I know it's more work, but I hope you guys talk for longer than an hour. That time limit seemed so limiting. Edward, I don't know. I think we'll probably try and keep episodes on a conventional length. The 1 hour time frame is just what people kind of expect out of podcast episodes. If anything, it would be nice to do maybe shorter episodes, but perhaps more of them. We could release the regular once a week, but then have maybe one special kind of like off-topic episode a month or something like that. Be able to bring additional discussion at in another setting. Just felt stale. Glad the others are getting into it. I feel you. The meta's been kind of just cycling around. There needs to be just more than infinite. Well, Tim, I'm sure that you know that Conquest mode is coming around the corner. I'll hold on to Soulstone for now. I'll hold on to Reality Stone for now. 2099 text says, the first time you move this card, destroy a card. Not every time this card moves, destroy a card. Okay, so Mateja, that is not true. Your both quotes are wrong. It's the first time that it moves to a new location. You can lawyer one way or the other, but I say that the argument of his stat line certainly puts us in favor of him being able to destroy a card every single time that he moves to a new location. Silk will bust the deck, the move deck open. Do you really think so, Mr. Black Eyes? I feel like Silk, Silk has a great stat line, but her just bouncing around is only going to be able to have synergy with, I hate that the Carnage left us, but it's only going to have synergy with Craven. I actually agree. Whenever people start talking about, oh, we need to wrap up, so let's hurry, it just feels unsatisfying. I think the best conversation flows naturally. That's true. Whenever the podcast is like, it's like very obviously on a clock, then it does, I feel like, hurt the production. If the episode ends up 20 minutes shorter or longer because of it, well, that happens. Yeah, I am more laissez-faire in terms of constraints like that, to be sure. So not to worry if that's where you find yourself more aligned or more interested. Do I want Jubilee on Oscorp, or do I want to be able to keep the 3-power Jubilee body? I could be pulling Magic, Null, Shang-Chi, or any of the stones, right? Kind of want to play Jubilee here, though I would love Shang-Chi to appear to be able to punch Venom in the face. Maybe I had Jubilee left. What's the favorite card release of the season? For me, it's Kitty. Not technically a release, but I think she is the best thing. Oh, but High Evo, mate. I love Kitty. Kitty is one of my favorite cards, period. But I do love High Evo as well. I mean, it's really hard for anything to be able to compete against High Evo with how much he's done for the meta. I think this is our best move. What you got? Your own death? I uninstalled before High Evo, so I don't know. Gotcha. But yeah, I like Kitty a lot. Josh, great to see you. Pretending to work again. Not looking forward to many cards over the next 2 months. Jean Grey and Spider-Ham is about all I really want that's coming out. Well, then you'll be able to catch up on all of the other big bads and priority pieces that they choose not to bring down into Series 3. It's hard to beat High Evo, even just because of the cool animations. That's true. All the love that they put into High Evo is pretty amazing. Specialized animations and even specialized interactions with Luke Cage. I mean, that's what really puts the icing on the cake, right? It's Diablo Day, it seems, today, Mystical Being. What's the class that we're rocking? Matthias, great to see you.
The universe shall be set right.
Is Tribunal good? Nope. Tribunal is not good. Animations are top tier, for sure. Need Iron Lad and Jeff. Got Null 2 days ago. Got all my big bads, so I'm feeling good. Ooh, Marshorn, you're well positioned. Tim Palmer with the $5 super chat. Thanks for keeping me entertained. Payday for me, payday for the Teddy. Dominion. Team Teddy grows stronger. Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Support goes a long way for us here at the channel. Very generous of you. By the way, I'm kind of surprised that during podcast nobody shared your enthusiasm about Ham. I actually disagree that he'll just be the next Mordo. He seems a lot more powerful. Thank you, Simon. Thank you. Well, so two things. One, yes, Ham is going to be insane. We didn't have time to get to it. I was like, when we get to looking at the tier list of decks, let's talk about how many decks want their most powerful card to have its ability. All of them. Or their most expensive card, right? All of them want that. Spider-Ham is going to be amazing as just the one cost to be able to cripple the opponent. But on the counterpoint, I think that actual, Bradsifer often has a fairly different take on things than I do. So I think that running the show with him is going to lead to some very balanced discussions. It's not going to be like an echo chamber of we're always agreeing with each other. Bradsifer's going to have different takes, and he's going to be ready to argue them. Same here. So I think that in terms of the health of the making interesting discussions for the podcast, we're both genuinely going to be on different sides of game reads. Thinking of how much frustration Iceman can bring, breaking your 5 cost is the same for him. Yes, thank you. Taking the ability away is even worse than the Iceman for sure. Bedham's going to be too OP, an evolved Iceman. Exactly. Like, guys, I'm telling you, buy Iceman if at all possible. If you can in any way acquire Iceman for yourself, do it. I kind of want to play Thanos and just let him die if they're Galactus. I hope they don't Galactus Baxter Building. That's the one. If they Galactus Baxter Building, then I have to play like Death to Cycle and then Null to Stick. Which is a weird spot to be in, but there'll be enough destroyed cards, hopefully, that it pays out. Robbie, great to see you, mate. Always great to have you on the stream, have to say, Robbie. There you go, Nimrod. Oh. Okay. That's a little bit more dangerous, shall we say. Turn 6 Galactus ready to pop the Nimrods. But it goes left to right. They put Nimrod in the wrong spot, chat. They put Nimrod in the wrong spot if they're Galactus. Is this intentional or is this a different destruction deck? I'm not sure. We'll play Iron Lad here, and then we will play Reality Stone to keep on cycling the Lockjaw. Maybe I don't care about the Baxter Building. Oh, Yondu got the Galactus? Yes, yes. I was reading chat. I missed that. I kind of want the Pride Bundle just for the Chavez variant. So sick. That one is definitely the better one out of the pair. People were asking in the content creator chat if there was anything being done with the bundle for charities, and they never got back to us. So, I don't know. Being iced out of Monster Island, that really hurts. I've got a big old null, but so do they. Do I actually have to retreat here? I can kill you, and then I can play. It's so weak. 5 power. Basically, it's the read on where they want to play their cards. If they play null here, I win. They can't play both null and death because we're looking at the stat line for both of them. If they play null here, they win. I'm going to make the call that we play Shang-Chi on right. Oh, hold on. I lose 12, but you lose 15. We got that. We got their null too. Yondu actually being incredibly effective for us, and there goes their Bucky. Dude. What a swing. We take these. The lad version of Yondu is what sniped the null. Teddy, I was thinking about 2099. Maybe it is to prevent 2 destroys in one turn, like playing Ghost, Spider, and Doctor Strange on the same turn. The first time, but it does have the caveat of the first time it moves to a location. Or a new location. Now I'm going to want to read the exact text again. I think it'll be able to destroy 2 cards in one turn, potentially. I'm not sure what that'll do to the animation. Probably bug it out. If any of the other new cards that they have released is any guess. Alright. Spider-Man 2099. The first time this moves to a location, destroy an enemy card there. The first time this moves to a location, destroy a random enemy card there. It could be that it's limiting it to just 1 destroy per turn. This is a good Thanos deck? Better than the control version? Not better. The Thanos control deck is much better. Do I want actually Lockjaw on Murder World? Or do I want it on Eternity Range? If I play it on Eternity Range, I get a spot taken away by the rock. If I play it over here, then I'm not able to run any destructions on this lane. Maybe that's actually beneficial for us. You know what's off meta? Kang the Conqueror. Dead end. Who would have thought that we'd be in a world where that's a true statement? Kang the Conqueror is the wildly off meta take that nobody is playing. Let's go Jubilee here. Rush it up. We could play Magic to the Lockjaw to be able to cycle her around for a bigger body, or we could play her to Lechigilia so that we don't have to take the bloat from those additional rocks. Hey, do I do radio show work? Daprotech? Not currently. If you know any radio shows looking for jockeys or ad reads, let me know. I am currently unemployed and desperately looking for more revenue streams. Sounds like one destroy per location. I agree, Simon. Dio, great to see you. What is the Thanos control deck? That's the one that I posted a video about just recently. Let's go ahead and play Magic on the left here. It says the first time, not every time. If it was every time, it would read, when this moves to a location, destroy a card here. Just my interpretation. Timotato, it's ambiguous on both sides, right, Timotato? So if they wanted it to be like the clearest way to say that it only destroys one card is they would say the first time this moves, destroy an enemy card at that location. And they would remove the clause to a location. That would be the most clear way to say that it only destroys one card. If they wanted it to be the clearest way to say that it destroys a card per location, then they would say the first time this moves to a new location, destroy an enemy card there, which most people are putting an assumption on the new being added in. So I still fall on that side because I can't imagine his stat line just makes me feel like he has to be able to do more than destroy one card. That's kind of where I end up being on that one. Wow, this Killmonger is a god. The 9-power Nebula, the 4-power Sunspot, just down the toilet. Okay. So Yondu plays. I also get rid of a -2 rock for myself. I discount my death all at the same time. We play the Reality Stone, we play the Soul Stone, we play the Killmonger. Honestly, let's play the Killmonger over here. Don't give their Cyclops any extra value if we don't have to. I don't have enough, do I? No, they caught us with the Storm. We're gonna win on left, but we were hoping for that final turn to be able to set up death. Oh, you're gonna emote on that one? Sure. Oh, you're gonna spam emote on that one. We're just with Snap, such a wonderful community. 4/6 that can move and destroy multi-cards is way too OP for you? What do you mean? Potato. A 4... Is he a 4/6 or a 4/5? He is a 4/6. The 4/6 that you have to combo with other cards to move him around to be able to get additional value. Listen. Vulture at 3/3 scales +5 points every time he moves. So as a 4 cost, Spider-Man 2099 has to be able to do a little bit more than destroying a random card. That's the kicker here, is that it's the random card. It's not the most powerful card like Shang-Chi. It's not massive cards like Killmonger. It's just one random card, which is going to be wildly disparate in how much value it actually brings around. Is this the Blade? Is this my old buddy? I did 2 runs of a podcast in the beta with Blade. This could be... I wouldn't be too surprised. No, he spelled his name with a Y. This is somebody else. Seems like the goal is to limit it to 3 destroys. Yes. Everyone talks trash when they're winning. I guess it comes with the territory. Gambit is more random and a worse body and more of a drawback. Gambit is cheaper and he synergizes with discard. and he can be the suite of support cards for on reveal is stronger than the support cards for movement. Like, listen, here's the other factor that is making me believe in destroying up to three cards, a card per every location, is because move needs that much help. I think the developers kind of want to play the game of releasing new cards to pick up old archetypes rather than just rework or buff old cards to be able to improve those archetypes. We got the Galactus. Okay, well, we're playing Galactus, especially with Death in hand. You can rest assured on that. We're playing Bounce. Yeah, Bounce just folds to Galactus, right? I want to be able to find Null, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Space Stone and Soul Stone to be able to get 2 more card draws. Hold on to the Galactus. I'm going to get the extra card draw anyway. I might as well play Killmonger then. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Galactus loves living in this deck. I wasn't including him because I didn't want to play a Thanos Galactus deck. But if the game's gonna give me Galactus, the fates have aligned. Move is interesting. They want it to be more viable. Yes. Am I athlete? Exactly. Move is when you go to the card catalog and you filter by major archetypes, move is one of the options. They want it to be out there as a good option. Right now it's not. All right. So I want Lockjaw down for even more destructions, and then I want Galactus. Hold on to Carnage or play Carnage, chat. Oh, I could play Soul Stone here to be able to get the extra card draw. Yeah, this is how I get the extra card draw. Really fishing for the null here. We snap. 2099 moves into Kingpin lane. Turn 6, what happens? Do they both die? Ah. All right, rules lawyers. What would happen? We should have a precedent on being able to figure this out. 2099 moves into a Kingpin lane on turn 6. Who dies? Is it initiative based? The matchup is so rare. You never see move versus Kingpin, so I'm trying to remember what the trick is. I'm gonna go Null to fish or I'm Iron Lad to fish for Null, if that wasn't obvious as to what I was doing. Also, I guess it's Carnage first. There we go. We already snapped. Kingpin procs first. Does Kingpin, so the question is, if a dagger moves into Kingpin lane, does she buff herself before or after Kingpin stomps her? I think 2099 actually has a chance to snipe first. Order of play normally matters if Kingpin played first. I think he will. Well, not played first, but who has initiative, right, Rich? It's been boggling my mind for a week. Chat, do we want to test it for science? Mars, are you open for a friendly match? I'll play move against you and you can play Kingpin. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out the Team Teddy way. I feel like dagger procs first. That's what I think. I think that the dagger actually procs first. Like, just imagining the scenario in my mind, my gut is telling me if I move dagger to the Kingpin lane, she shoots her daggers, she buffs, and then she gets stomped. So I think then, on the same logic, 2099 would kick first, and then Kingpin would try and stomp if Kingpin survives. Not sure though. Just saw a clip of Kingpin suiciding himself. I didn't think that was possible, Justa. How did that happen? Kingpin about to get some use if move becomes meta next season. Isaac, you know it, and I'm kind of here for it. Kingpin has been on the down and out for long enough, I say. Mirror Dimension could be Fisk Tower or Nowhere. Maybe I actually play Lockjaw here, and then I follow up with Killmonger to be able to knock down the Yondu Space Stone. Kingpin effect starts even before turn 6. Flip right. Yes. It activates at the beginning of the turn. That's what you're asking. Ooh. If they're Galactus, do we snap on this? I think we might snap on this. What are they going to play here? This could be Doc Ock. Gamora. No sword because there was the card that got played that she connected with was gone, but she still gets the 12 power. Sure. Okay, I'm following. Do we want magic? I kind of do. I got the Killmonger back. I would love to be able to dig up Shang-Chi. Also, we have time to be able to set up Death. That's the thing, is I could just play Death, right? It's a big stat block. Let's go magic. Already have all the good big bads and 20,900 tokens. What are the high priorities to buy? Saving tokens for Spider-Pig. Thinking about pulling the trigger for Iron Lad. Don't have Hawk or Zabu though. Yeah, so your top priorities are going to be Hawk, Zabu, Spider-Pig, 2099 if you are into the move archetype. And then the other top priority, honestly, you're looking at Jeff. I think Jeff is good enough to be able to buy, especially if he comes down into the 4K range. Let's see. Iron Lad, of course, as well, leading one of the top decks at the moment. It's just a lot of distributed pressure out of the Doctor Doom. It's just a lot to deal with. I want to play Death. And then maybe Killmonger. If I top deck Shang-Chi, I'm in a good spot. If I top deck Null, I'm in an okay spot. Let's see what happens. Collins pointed out Ghost Spider is about to define the meta. It'll save cards from getting Shang-Chi on 6. I think that Collins might be overestimating what Ghost Spider can do. I think he's definitely overestimating what Ghost Spider can do. How many times when you set up a card that's vulnerable on turn... Listen, like, what scenario is he thinking about? Can't forget the Living Tribunal Goat. Yeah, you can, though. I want the Living Tribunal, hoping to pull him from a chest. Awatum? He's fun, but he's not the most competitive. Another Storm on the Magic. This is what makes Magic feel so weak. We've had that happen twice to us already. Even though Spider-Pig is a 1 cost, probably better to play him on turn 4 or 5. I think you just play Spider-Pig on tempo. Like, I don't see any reason not to play Spider-Pig on... Spider-Ham on tempo. Spider-Ham who creates the pig, yeah. Spider-Ham just on tempo feels like the move. DC Dual Force when? Exclamation point Dual Force in the chat to be able to get the news. Next week, mate. Next week, same time, same place. Starting a little earlier, in fact. We will be on a sponsored first look of DC Dual Force, complete with giveaways for you guys to make sure you make it into the next beta that they run and get some free card packs at the same dang time. Apple Cork, thank you for the follow, mate. Thank you. Me with the copium after buying him because he was cool in the comics. Yeah. Do we know when the beta is? Yes, Mystical Being. The content creator early access begins on the 9th, runs through the 11th, and then the next beta is going to be the following weekend. I believe. I suppose the following weekend is not officially confirmed, but I'm at 80% on it. You can register for the beta right now on their official website. I guess I'll throw the Venom. I mean, what's the Venom really doing for us right now? Getting a couple extra stacks.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Just the weekend? At the start here, yes. Oh, Saved. I was already gonna start complaining that the Reality Stone had betrayed us there by creating flooding. Or the raft. How do I feel about Howard in a move deck? I don't like it, the Serial Maker. I would rather run a location fixer or a control card in his spot. Give me all the stones. I don't think you understood. You're about to bring me a lot of stones. I meant bring me all the stuff. It's actually all of them, right? We have 4 in deck right now and we're going to draw 4. When will they publicly release? I believe it is going to be the end of the month or the beginning of the following month. Yes, there is a streamer release early. We'll go Time Stone here. Then we will go Space Stone, and then I'll play the Killmonger. Hopefully these card draws find death and... well, Null was lost, right? What happened to Null? Yeah, Null discarded. Destroyed is Carnage Yondu. We can still find death. Alright, now I want to find Shang-Chi as well. She goes twice. Not a fan when they do what? Mystical Being. Pop, pop. Get rid of all those pesky stacked up cards on the Hellfire Club. Hey, Teddy, caught your appearance on the recent Snap Zone podcast. Hope you get more opportunities for collabs in the future. Henry Wong, did you stay tuned until the end? I am going to be a permanent host of the Snap Zone podcast. It's happening. Exactly what you said. Oh, no, wait. Where did my Shang-Chi... There he is. He's in hand. Okay, so we clap him. Deadpool, yo, Rare Parrot. Phantom Mag, we got the raid team. Let's go. Huge raid. Welcome. Great to see everybody dropping in. Oh, man. All the follows. Ordinary Harry. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Always love the show on your side of things. Do we fit the Iron Lad, or do we just play for cycling on Limbo? There's actually, yeah, there's no cards in deck. Nothing cycles. I can play Soulstone just outright, and he knows it. He knows it. My Lockjaw's dead. My Iron Lad is dead. I've never had a Thanos deck thinned to 0. Have you guys seen this? A Thanos deck that thinned to 0? It doesn't happen very often. Oh, man. Soulstone, don't fail me now. They have their Shang-Chi, followed by... the Cyclops is enough. No. Oh, man. That burns. For the world's first Thanos deck to 0. Dude, if he'd played Hawk... I always love watching the Hawk players when they see the 0. The sights you never see in Snap. All the follows, I can't keep up. The Raiders are they're too vicious. Guys, you're gonna have to spam in chat to be able to push back. But thank you. If Iron Lad hit Thanos, will I get the stones again? No, because it happens at the beginning of the game. Actually, interesting point of order. If Iron Lad hits Thanos, Purple Stone is not fooled. Purple Stone only cares about cards named Thanos, not cards with the Thanos ability. And of course I lose the Lockjaw immediately. I believe he'll be on Marvel Scrap soon too. Oh yes. I'm on Marvel Scrap this Monday. I'll go Space Stone. Hey Teddy, downloaded 1 month back. How many credits and points should I save and grind before moving from Pool 1 to Pool 2 and then 2 to 3? So my recommendation is go straight into Pool 2 as soon as you can. I'll give them Mind Stone. Just go straight into Pool 2. That'll open up a lot of possibilities for you. Into Pool 3, it's just a brutal season when you roll over into Pool 3 no matter how you cut it. So I would honestly say don't give yourself a benchmark of credits to save. Just say that I'm going to go into Pool 3 about the midpoint of a season. If you hop in the very beginning of a season, I feel like people are really trying to rush to infinite, and then if you hop in at the end, you get the same kind of effect. But if you cross over in the middle of a season, it's a little bit more chill. Miyamoto, great to see you, mate. New free S3 pool kind of helps, I guess. Yeah, it eases it up a little bit, right? You know, that's true. Maybe you should try and go at the beginning of a season. Does that benefit you to give you more time? Because basically you want to target Sarah as your first card of the guaranteed free pool 3s. So you go over as soon as the season rolls over, and then you check the shop every day to be able to see if you can pull Sarah. And if you can pull Sarah, you do it and you run that on ladder to be able to climb, right? Any thoughts on the DC dual card game, Teddy? Zen pick? I'm sponsored, mate. I'm going to be streaming it right here on next week. Next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I have a sponsored early access to DC Dual Force to be able to showcase it. I am incredibly excited, guys. I am very excited for it. I think the game has a lot of promise. What they've shown so far looks pretty slick, but of course we haven't been able to see full gameplay. We've just gotten snippets of gameplay. So we are going to be putting the game through its paces to see what we can find. Miyamoto, I'm doing pretty good. Staying busy. Trying to be able to figure out the best balance for work life and all things. I hope the card acquisition is better than Snap's Kill Theory. I do as well. I think it is going to naturally follow a more traditional card acquisition progression. They are showing that on the weekly drops of their PvE content, you're getting 2 cards, and then it sounds like they're giving you 1 other card for free every week. So you're going to have a steady trickle of stuff. The question is, how easy is it to be able to get into the packs and the new content when they choose to drop that for us, right? That's what we have to see. And when they do the major expansions, how expensive is it to be able to get into those cards? That was a great game. Both had null. Honestly, guys, Sabretooth? Is Sabretooth one of the best Destroy cards now that Wave has been changed? What do we think, chat? Thoughts on Sabretooth? Is he actually good, or is it just like Destruction is desperate for bodies to fill out the deck? Will DC card game be played in mobile? Yes, but not on release. The beta release is only for PC, and then they are going to be expanding to mobile later on. Doesn't Wave override Sabretooth? Yes. Wave will murder Sabretooth now, as she does all things. It's just because nothing else is better. Alright, next question, chat. Will Phoenix Force, the card that will revive a random destroyed card and give it the ability to move around, so give it the vision power, be playable in Destroy? Still think Sabretooth isn't good, and that Destruction is in such a bad place right now. They have to play what they have, similar to Move right now. That's kind of what I feel like. I don't know. I've had a mixed bag of results with him. There are some lists, because here's the thing, right? Sabretooth, eaten by Venom, comes back to the board. That's a 3/8 stat line, but you had to play a low tempo card to be able to combo with him. If he's also putting power on Null, it looks a little bit better, but again, Null is starting at 0. You have to destroy a lot to be able to get it to the spot where you want it to be. We snap on this. This is the God Hand with Lamentis. What people used to be running when Lamentis was the hot location. Even though Jubilee is dead, we don't mind too much. I guess I'll just slow roll it. We're on a fixed income now. 5 cost, is it playable at all? I don't know if, like, Phoenix Force feels like it needs to be played in a deck that, sure, I'll draw a rock. Phoenix Force feels like it needs to be played in a deck that is very selective in what is destroyed, whereas current Destruction just destroys all kinds of random stuff, right? He's not that bad with Moon Girl and no counters. He can be clutch. There we go, Justa. With Moon Girl and no counters, he can be clutch. That is honestly a great way of putting it. Do we think that we beat Hulk? Obviously, Null beats Hulk. Yeah. We'll just keep on playing out these little dribble of cards. I'll play the rock as well. Could they ever kill us with debris, though? Maybe. I'll still play this rock. Are these YouTube comments live? First time watching a dual stream? Yes. Normally the audience is very much in favor of the YouTube side, and Twitch side is mostly dead. So Wow, laughs mine. The YouTube and Twitch are able to talk to each other with the restream bot. Phoenix Force, Human Torch, null meta. Without Wax, you know we're going to be doing it. I am so looking forward to killing my own Human Torch with a Killmonger and then bringing him back with the cape. Oh. We're going to wave. Crazy thing is, I think I still win. From the trailer, I'm afraid the game DC Dual Force will be pay to win. I see duplicate cards, and I think it'll be similar to Clash Royale. Arif? Oh, no way. High Evo runs Doctor Doom now? Why does High Evo run Doctor Doom? I have not seen that very often. They got us. They got us. Can the YouTube see the Twitch comments? Yes. It's mostly instantaneous. It's a slight delay, and it makes following the names of the people hard. Like, you can't really add people from chat to chat, but they see to the Twitch side as well. But Arif, it looks like they are going to give you cards in pairs when you unlock them, at least in terms of the weekly content. So the cards that are paired with the weekly PvE content should be coming to your collection in pairs. Everything runs Doom, Teddy. All right, Mars. We'll take that one to heart. Let's go Carnage here. Spider-Gwen should be nice for a move too. Oh yes. Spider-Gwen going to be very nice for a move. Jotunheim. I kind of like it. Do we want a Lockjaw on Sinister London? The Yondu hit our magic. Yeah. That doesn't matter. Losing the magic honestly thins the deck into a better spot. Are you Galactus or are you Destroy? I'm honestly seeing a split right now. We could Lockjaw and then follow up with Reality Stone, I suppose. Let's try it. Win a game just by dooming in Bar Sinister? Yes. Exactly. Was that just luck that they didn't get the Electro on left, or do they have a plan here? I feel like they must have a plan here, right? We'll play Reality Stone, and then I will double up Soul Stone so I get my draw. I want to be able to hold Null when the destruction happens, or when the Galactus hits the board on Sewer System. I hope DC Dual Force Beta isn't too selective, as I really want to try it out. Paul Wasson, tune in on next week. The developers are sponsoring me and giving me 100 keys to guarantee Team Teddy access into the DC Dual Force Beta, along with a bunch of giveaway codes that will give you free pack openings to jumpstart your progression. So, I'm gonna work this sponsorship for all it's worth, guys. We'll get you in there. Trade Taskmaster for Magic. Kind of. The idea with Magic is twofold. One is that you can play the really cheesy Magic and then follow up with Reality Stone to catch the opponent out, but it works more times than you might expect. The other option is just being able to play Magic on 5, Null on 6, and then kill something with Shang-Chi on 7 to be able to both take their power away and empower your own Null. So I kind of like Magic here. I know that nobody else does. They have a beautiful deck. Are they just playing gold cards? Is that what this deck is? Anyway, Yondu. Then probably Mind Stone. The Mind Stone? No. It's definitely double up on time. We double up on time, and then we sweep away all the 1 costs. This is it. We found it. Teddy's the man. He leads us to the promised land. Got Infinite in my first season. Felt like Pool 1 people are easy. The Pool 1 world is quite fun to play in. I've always enjoyed it. Hopefully Teddy does not give us keys, and then they choose us for the beta access. We'll find the right balance. We have a lot to be able to give away. I hope to be able to get it out into as many people's hands as possible. Got Nebula after hitting Infinite. Love this game. There we go. Send it all mid and Killmonger. You know it. But the null is so big. Null is up to... I guess he's not that impressed. Alright, null. Death. Yondu. What could Yondu hit? He's got 2 cards in deck. It could be something kind of spectacular. I'm one... Is there... Sorry. Is there a world where playing Yondu is better than double death? Because I have 2 null. If I destroy 2 of his cards, then the added power gets added to both nulls. So if the 2 destroyed cards add to more than 12, it's actually if it just adds to more than 8, it's better to go this way, or has more than 10. Do we think that he has 10 power on these 2 cards? He's playing Galactus with Nimrod Null, Doc Ock, Destroyer. Oh, I'm gonna do it this way. I'll play it safe. Coward. I'll just go for 1 flip. He's got his null. Okay. So it would be reciprocal. That's one of the things, is that here my Yondu is gonna help his... Oh, no. So we help both sides. Oh, what a game.
Victory.
And we hit Destroyer, chat. We got the Destroyer. Monster null. Both sides had double death, double null. So where did we edge them out? I guess it's because Electro Shang-Chi was so low tempo. They played that out blank. He's kicking himself for not having held the Shang-Chi. I can tell you that. Man. Watch it be Hobgoblin. Hit the That's true. The Galactus would run the Hobgoblin as well. Potentially. Hoping he did not have the null, and you could just Yondu their null. That would have been an insane high roll, Dorn. For Tribunal, wouldn't a deck with Black Panther be OP? You try to get Black Panther to the maximum value with Wong, Mystique, etc., and then you play Tribunal. Ryub, it's just so hard for that deck that is trying to super scale the Panther to be able to also fit playing the Tribunal as a 6 cost, because to really scale the Panther, you want to have a Wong, Panther, and then either Zola or Odin sandwich. And so then squeezing in Tribunal in addition to all of that is almost impossible. You effectively have to have help from a location to get that to really happen. So that's why people have not really gone for it. If you have a list that can make it happen, I'm all ears. But even when you bring in energy cheats, it really doesn't come together. You have to have like a lockjaw to get the card order that you want, and then you're just playing you might as well go play blackjack on whatever online poker site, right? I guess Marvel themed blackjack might still be more interesting. I'll give you that one. Sorry, Teddy, had to mute you on the work call. Signed up for DC Dual Force Beta. There we go, Rich. Great to hear. You know this null's happy. It's eating good. Wong into Shuri into Black Panther into Living Tribunal. Well, you have to add Zabu at the beginning of that without wax. So you have to have Zabu by turn 2 to be able to play Wong on 3 to go into Shuri into Black Panther. And then you could Living Tribunal. It's true. That exact combo of cards would get it done. Holding the 20 power null already feels fantastic. I'll tell you guys that. Let's play just Space Stone and try and get card draw. Across the Spider-Verse is amazing, y'all. Worth seeing in the theater for sure. I was going to ask, is anybody watching it? I have not gotten to go yet. Trying to figure out when me and the wife can go. It's one of our highest anticipated movies of the entire year, so we definitely want to make it. I kind of wanted a 1 cost, you know? Just something to be able to cycle with the Lockjaw here. Not getting it. Could play Iron Lad. Play the Lad. Move the Yondu. I need to be able to get as much power on one spot as possible, because then I can play Null on Onslaught. I get a 40 power Null. This is just Zoo. But it's a Dracula Zoo, right? I feel like Kitty Pryde is kind of out of control. She is until she sees Wave, right? That's actually very nice. Now we get to play the Null. But we still get to stack Limbo here. Alright. What do we like? Yeah. I still don't have pieces to be able to combo with the Lockjaw. That's what's killing me right now. I could play Carnage for one more destruction. That sounds really lame. I could play Venom for slightly more power. I could play... I do not know. I could play Venom on mid to be able to follow up with like Thanos on mid, Null on left. Does Dracula Zoo run Shang-Chi or Enchantress? Like basically is my Null safe on Onslaught Citadel and then I leave him guessing at either Limbo or Hell's Kitchen? We'll see. Me and my brother are seeing it today. Can't wait. I'm very excited for Spider-Verse. Wife and I are seeing Guardians 3 tonight here for the birthday. Hey, Rich. That sounds fantastic. That's the kind of birthday celebration I can get behind. And now I get Mind Stone. Really? Really? Alright, I'm going to trust no control. I don't think these decks normally run control. But then again, I got burned by the Doctor Doom in High Evo. What's the update about? Anyone knows? The Snap update? Hey, it's crits? I have not seen anything. Some do run Shang. Oh no, don't say that. Congratulations on becoming the host of Can't Stop Snapping Teddy. Can't wait for the next one. Shimmering Gem. Can't wait to bring it out. I am very excited. I'm pretty excited for working with Bradsifer and seeing where we can take the podcast. Right now we're trying to figure out if we want to start a unique YouTube channel for the podcast or if we want to host it on one of our existing channels. But I'm very excited. I have been saying for a while that I would like to be able to get into some more collabs. And then when this opportunity came up, of course, all respect and best wishes to Blue, who did a brilliant job with founding the podcast. But I'm very hyped for what we can do here. Is this it? Soulstone. I pass them, and then Soulstone is able to get me up to +5, +6 because of the Red Skull buff. I tie. The problem is the Sunspot can keep on scaling, and they can easily play whatever they want down here. So, which one do they think they have shored up? And if they play anything here, then the Ant-Man is able to host us. So maybe it's actually this. Rather than playing Thanos on left. That they... This one ended up being very tight, which is hilarious after, 40 power Null is guaranteeing the win on Onslaught Citadel. Though I have to say, our mid game was abysmal. We had, we were playing off curve everything, we wasted a ton of energy, and we didn't draw any stones early to be able to cycle. We didn't get to use Lockjaw, and we didn't get to use Destructions to good effect. What I wouldn't give for a Killmonger. My kingdom for a Killmonger. Pop that Ant-Man and that Iceman. Here we go. Shimmering Gem, thank you, mate. Thank you. They did the Dracula. What's the Dracula got to eat? The Giganto. Yeah. It's good. It's very good. Dracula Zoo, still getting it done. Do I ever get in touch with other Marvel Snap creators, communities from other countries, especially the non-English speaking countries? Arif, unfortunately, no. I'm the typical American. I only speak English. I've never done anything with the non-English speaking side of the community. I have done stuff with the international community, but European English speaking. So I've played in the Snap-Offs, which is hosted by Hannah's Cat Cafe, German content creator. I'm looking to be able to do a collab with Fiona Shade Stories, who I'm not sure, but I believe that she is from across the pond as well. And then I used to do stuff with Rajtronic over in Ireland. That was kind of early days. Gotta love making the 256.0 the perfect integer. Typical American is actually bilingual now. The average white American can barely speak English. Exactly. I think I'll just hold on to Killmonger right now, as much as it burns me to do so. Congrats on the new podcast. Did well on Kansas happened the other day. Velvet Hippo, thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Awesome to find you guys who are listeners. Hoping to bring some fun new ideas, but still keep the podcast as what you're used to in terms of content. You can expect the show to be largely unchanged. If I can get the Shang-Chi, that is our ticket. That's our ticket. I thought you could speak French. Very little without wax. Très petit. In my youth, I could speak French. That is no longer the case. I'll just say it like that. Are they going to be able to play? So, no Shang-Chi, eh? That's unfortunate. So I just lose to the Taskmaster. Any way we cut it? They didn't play... I kind of like it when Sauron plays stuff like Ebony Maw. And then the Killmonger can pick up a little bit of extra value. I think we have to retreat here. Even though this pull was excellent. Recently just pulled Master Mold. Very nice, very nice. I love that card. Been a very fun card to be able to build around. Not to throw too much shade, but I did study Spanish for 4 years and German for 5 years to be lumped into the monolingual averages. Nothing wrong with only speaking one language. As long as I can get about my day, support my family, that's all I need, right?
The universe shall be set right.
I think it burns my parents, though, who are... They can all speak multiple languages and spend so much time teaching me French for me to end up not retaining any of it. My sisters did a much better job of retaining it. How's everyone feeling about the wave nerfs? Best change so far, IMO. Enjoying her being used primarily for ramp instead of control. Dorn, some people might go so far as to say they're not nerfs. Bryony, thank you for the follow, mate. Thank you. Back on track of being able to keep up with the follows. After the Ordinary Harry Fanaticals came in and flooded us. You guys are amazing. Alright, we'll go Carnage here. Then I'll place... I want the card draw, actually. I want to be able to know if I get Reality Stone. Getting the Reality Stone makes a big difference for us. Just to kill on the one. I play on the Asia server? Yes. The main account is on Asia, and then the free-to-play account is on North America. Exactly, Doran. You're contributing to elevating the average. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, everything getting doubled here means Shang-Chi is eating well tonight. Let's just play it over here. Cycle Power Stone around. We might play Killmonger to be able to sweep away extra space for the Lockjaw. Magic, alright. Where am I from? Great question, McQueen. Are you asking... Are you actually asking where I am from, or are you asking where I am right now? It makes a big difference. I was born in France. I was raised in Central Africa. And right now, I am broadcasting to you guys live from Central USA. I think the Shang-Chi is worth it. It cycles. Maybe we even draw him back. If he turns into null, all the better, baby. How do I play in different server? I use a VPN. It's just where the account was created. Why your main in Asia and the other accounts in NA? It's just where the two accounts were created. They're tied to the Google account that made them. Pretty nomad life? Oh yeah. That's what my mom told my dad, and then she made the family settle down a little. Good on her, I say. I don't know what I want to play here. I could go Jubilee, I could go Iron Lad. Well, it's just Thanos, right? You just play Thanos to be able to bolster up Limbo. And then look to be able to swing Bar with No Name with the Reality Stone. And adapt with maybe a Jubilee, maybe an Iron Lad based on the final turn. Cycling Shang to put the fear into them. Exactly. What'd they get? Ooh. Wait. Chat? Oh, Zabu. Zabu lets them play both. Right. So now we're winning bar with no name. I'm up by 9. I can contribute an additional 12. That would be able to beat the Hulk smash, but so would just playing death on mid. We already... No, we didn't snap. We should have snapped earlier. I lived in so many places, yet know only one language, McQueen. Yeah, that's why it's a little embarrassing. So when I was a kid, I could actually speak French better than my parents. I was the first one to pick up the most fluent French, but then I just lost it once we left the country. I was never using it out of ear, out of mind, I suppose. So I used to have excellent French that you would speak at what the 4-year-old level. And it never really came back to me. Already have Thanos and Jeff, so I'm trying to decide between High Evolutionary, Galactus, or Lad. What would be my suggestions? Definitely High Evolutionary. It feels like there's still going to be some settling to do on where he ends up falling in the meta. Right now it seems like he's going to be staying in the meta in one form or another. Maybe not at the very top, maybe not as popular as it is right now, but still staying in the meta. So I would go High Evolutionary. It seems like he also has a fair bit of flexibility, and I think there's some undiscovered potential there with being able to play around the Abomination a little bit more. People were initially burned a lot by all of the loot cages that cropped up when everybody was playing High Evolutionary. So it seems like all of the testing has gone toward Hulk and Dracula and Lockjaw versions of High Evolutionary, focused very much in that direction. But I think now that the Luke Cage presence in the meta has settled down, High Evolutionary is open to be able to experiment with the rest of his synergies. And High Evolutionary has beautiful animations, he's 7 new cards in 1, etc, etc. Yeah, chat's got it. Thanos Destroy versus Thanos Control. I definitely am supposed to lose, but that's why this deck is so much fun, because it can pull wild power out of almost nowhere. Org? There's a Luke Cage. Asgard is about to cycle, frankly. I don't want extra... I'll put the rock in your deck, I suppose. Killmonger. I don't really want the extra card draw. I'm getting the card draw anyway. I'm getting overdraw anyway. I regret dropping H-Mong to learn Japanese, then dropping that as well. Bit off way more than I could chew in college. No one expects to accidentally go pro in MTG. Nope, no one does. What was your mainline deck, Dorn, when you went pro? Very curious to know. Pop, pop, pop. I would only buy $20.99 if you are very interested in move decks. Oh boy. I don't know what to do with this. I guess I'll go Jubilee to try and thin the list, and then I'll play Korg. Give them yet another rock. I don't know what they're waiting for. Death. Drawing Death would be fantastic. She'll come in free? No, she'll come in 1 cost. There's such a big difference between 1 cost and free, guys, when you want to fit in Thanos. Time Stone. There's the Null. Alright, Null's at 15. That sounds really good. I will play that. Iron Lad pulls. Soulstone gives me another card draw. Debuffs their side. No, it does not debuff their side because of the Luke Cage. And they wave. A lot of people are burnt out on High Evolutionary, but for me, and just a lot getting started with him, really enjoy him when cards come out with their own deck like Thanos and High Evolutionary. I'm all for it. Horn, I agree with you 100%. Why are these cards not revealed, chat? Is this a visual bug? What is happening? You are see. Oh, here we go. I've never seen that happen. Just stalled out for no reason.
I am inevitable.
It's a pity that that animation never actually shows the variant that you're running. I love this Korglad. We'll call him Korglad. He's my baby. And I love him. So I could pass you with Null, but then you just pass me at Asgard. So I'm supposed to... I mean, basically Sakaar pulling Professor X for free for them gave them the match from the beginning, right? I played Draft, not Constructed, but was a part of the group that invented the Werewolf deck that dominated /won that year for him. Whatever block that was. That's awesome, Dorn. Being able to make it on Draft, very fantastic. The glitching returns, it returns. I'd help make the top constructed decks, but I find constructed boring. There you go. I love the Draft setups.
Destiny will arrive.
Dorn, do you like Warhammer 40k? The brand new, oh, what are they calling this one? Warpforge. Warpforge is going to be releasing with a draft mode. This is their new collectible card game. Oh, time stone, please. Want to be able to draw into Reality Stone here. Do away with the Mindscape. I don't really fancy giving my opponent like an enormous null. A Star-Lord. Are you full Guardians? What feature do I think Marvel Snap still lacks? Well, a lot of things. Being able to get guilds actually sounds amazing. Being able to get an additional mode. We're getting Conquest mode, right? Let Conquest mode settle a little bit before you try and add something else. But PvE, some form of PvE, some form of regular seasonal events, and then guilds. I'm really interested in getting a little bit more of a social structure into Snap. I feel like that could really help with player retention. When the meta is stale or when the meta feels oppressive for whatever reason and people become less interested in playing, if you have a guild and then guild events to be able to participate in, that can make that much more bearable. It's always fun to be able to commiserate with people that you're connected with, right? From time to time I have this awesome bug with Kitty Pryde where she's yelling "can't do this" all the time. It's hilarious and annoying at the same time. Thompson, so I believe what that one is there is something that on the board was trying to alter her power, but your Luke Cage or another effect was preventing that from happening. When she comes back into hand, it breaks the idea because she's no longer under the influence of, say, Luke Cage. Like if you had a Luke Cage and the opponent tried to hit Kitty with a thing, right? The Luke Cage prevents it. She then comes back into hand and the card has a memory of the thing hitting her, but is no longer under the ongoing of the Luke Cage to prevent it, but there is yet another blocker that card's powers will not change in hand for her style of card, so it doesn't know what to do. I don't know if I explained that well at all, but that's what I believe you're seeing. I'll go null here. I will definitely go null here. Dude. Yes. So much yes. Though the Camartage is a little terrifying with the wall. And then, thank goodness they already showed Ironheart. Just her playing there would be really powerful. I don't know what I want here. Maybe I need null on this side. I'm not sure. My idea is that I play Venom on mid to be able to put more power on null and then like Carnage on left. But we'll see what actually plays out.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir. Mjolnir.
Warp something? Yes. Warp Forge.
Mjolnir.
I have a feeling they could be looking at a very large Thor, my friends. I don't know what's telling me this, just I have a hunch. So he put four Mjolnirs in deck, and then he drew one card from the deck. It's probably a Mjolnir. You have to imagine he got it. And now he'll be able to super buff the Thor by X4 times 6, right? 24? 28 power Thor, just casually over here. I don't think Null keeps up with that. Even with my idea of playing Venom here. He's gonna bluff it either way, you know that much. Can I win the other lanes though? Maybe. Like I could play Thanos over here and then I could just happily cycle Mind Stone. Why not? It could be the return of Magic, Iron Lad, or Shang-Chi. I flip first. The Iron Lad would be the best pull. I'll still try it. The amount of Mjolnirs can't even lift the Thor. Oh, he plays Doom in this deck? He probably does play Doom in this deck, right? I think it's gonna be... If it is Doom, we're doomed. 20 power at Fisk Tower. Of course, he got the Mjolnir. Zuka, great to see you. There he is. Hold on. The Soul Stone? No, it's not going to be enough. It's going to be 18, right? Yeah, 16. It was kind of close. I would have had one extra energy. Not really anything else I could have done. Dr. Doom seals it up. If you drop Venom on the Lockjaw, still rolls after eating Lockjaw? No, after he eats Lockjaw, he'll stay, I believe. You were just starting Eternal and then you played Snap. Snap's got it's got a great magic to it. I love Snap. But yeah, it is Warpforge. Warhammer 40k Warpforge is their collectible card game. Right now they are running betas every month with new factions releasing to be able to test out the cards and balance things before the full release. The nice thing is that the betas are free. The downside is, do we just snap on killing their Galactus? I don't know, maybe, maybe not, because he's also going to have Death and Null, which is like our best cards. Okay, hold on. No. Is it really bad? So he could have Death and Null in hand right now. He could have Death in hand and Null right now. I will play nothing. He will also play nothing. Am I going to get to be in a spot where Shang-Chi will return any value? Here's the thing, if Shang-Chi kills the monster, it just makes his Null bigger and badder. And unfortunately, I can't play Shang-Chi and Thanos simultaneously. He also could have Shang-Chi. He has Shang-Chi. Well, at least the Shang-Chi's out now, I guess? So is it Thanos on 5 and then, like, hold the bait into turn 6? I think it is. I think it's going to be Thanos on 5. Especially because they showed the Shang-Chi, right? So, keep on waiting. Is Warpforge PC only? Yes. Warpforge is PC only. Well, you got the face full of Shang-Chi. Jubilee for nothing. Time Stone. Punch him. Makes his Null even bigger. Now I just keep on waiting. Surprise, surprise, what could I possibly be holding? 5 cards in his hand. What is he waiting for? Elysium or Lamentis? What a game. I feel like we have to be disadvantaged here. Like if I was on ladder. There it is. It's way too easy for him to be able to pass at Lamentis, right? Spider-Man kind of just one of the best cards in the game. What do we think, chat? Is Spider-Man... So here's the thing. I used to say that Spider-Man was the most underrated card in the game. You're seeing a lot more play now. Nesusofty, thank you for the follow. Thanks, Teddy, for not streaming Diablo 4. Dice Z TV, you can trust me to be playing the card games. But it is where does Spider-Man rank in terms of best cards in Snap right now? He's up there, right? He can just get put into any deck and give you a shot at winning games. First season in Snap, I snapped on turn 1 every game. Learned my lesson hard. Ben Brode says you're supposed to do that if you, that's a competitive strategy. It's tactical turn 1 snapping. Right, I'll go Lockjaw here. What's the most underrated card right now? That's another great question, but first let's talk about Spider-Man. Spider-Man for sure is at least A-rated. Yeah, the tier list is easy of saying that he is an A-tier card. Probably not S-tier, but A-tier for sure. But if you were to break it down, like, to go into a full list of, like, top to bottom, is he top 10? Is Spider-Man a top 10 card? I believe the math shows snapping turn 1 is technically the best, but you know, math and Snap don't seem to agree. The challenge is that also, that's like the data is coming from a small subset and not necessarily the most competitive. Like a lot of the, move Killmonger, please. No, but then, why did I play the blue stone over here? I needed to play it on left. I'm a fool. Because now they still clump together. The idea was to open up an additional Lockjaw space. Anyway. We'll cycle Power Stone, and then play Carnage. Sure. Top 20. There are cards that ignore not play hero effects. Spider-Man in the top 20. I would be confident in saying Spider-Man is a top 20 card. I'm stealing this deck so I can grind Null and Thanos boosters together. Connor, embrace the chaos, my friend. It is very fun. In terms of how competitive it is, it's not the most competitive, but it can surprise some people. It's got some fun synergies. Iron Lad being traded for Wave might actually be an improvement for the list. Still trying to tinker around what the best version is going to look like. Do I want to cycle Reality Stone? Whatever I pull up on the Lockjaw lane, I think we're still losing it. But then, unfortunately, I'm just going to lose to the big Hulk dropping down. Because all I have is Death Thanos. Normally Death Thanos feels pretty good, but up against, you know, the 20-point Hulk, not as impressive. And even if I say cycled up Magic, my Shang-Chi's already spent. There's a card that I see a lot of people play that I think should not be played. It's a card that I think a lot of people are playing that should not be played. Interesting, interesting. What's something that people are playing that I think is actually not very good? Pondering. I don't know. I'm kind of the mind that Null has followed. Oh, Null is here. He saw that we were playing his deck, and he has answered the call. I think that in Snap, almost every card can succeed with within the right situation. Some exceptions, like Crystal and Baron Mordo, sorry guys, that just seem to fall flat every single time. But in general, I feel like the Snap cards are pretty effective in the right situations. So I'm more keen on cards that I think are better and should be played a little bit more. Like Spider-Man and honestly Valkyrie I think is pretty good. Courting Death. My name for the Thanos Death decks is a fun one, even though I can't get wins with it. Really? I thought that the Death Thanos deck was pretty good. Let's play Carnage here. Or do I just set up Lockjaw? Maybe I just set up Lockjaw. Sure, we'll just set up the Lockjaw. The Punisher's time will come. Exactly. Elektra is good with how overpowered some 1-drops are. Actually, yes. With how good specifically Nebula and the Sunspot decks that are trying to include Ebony Maw or the Misty Knight right now, the evolved Misty Knight specifically. could certainly benefit. I'll play the Reality Stone to be able to cycle around. I will chow down on all of these guys. And then I'll follow up with Soulstone. I have Null in hand. Why would I hold back? We'll just chow down on this as well. This gives me... Nope, I need Greenstone. I need Greenstone to get the 20 power Thanos. Jubilee's a blank on the Cosmo, unfortunately. There's Iron Lad. The records show that I draw Death or Null about 10% of matches, so that's likely why. Only 10%? Thorn, I feel like we're way higher than 10% on this list. Too many Manny, back from the gym. We're still rocking the same deck. We had some pretty hilarious matchups. We didn't miss anything too dramatic. Alright. Not going to be able to find Greenstone, unfortunately. Unless we cycle specifically for it. Is it worth fishing to be able to get that 20 power Thanos? It might be. We could do this. And then we could put Venom down. Just for the 10 power on the Null as like a safety cage. In case Thanos doesn't pan out. The other options is this turns into Death. Magic is dead, Shang-Chi is dead, Killmonger and Yondu don't do anything either. It's a sketchy cycle, but I'm gonna try it. Too many Manny, what was the gym workout today? We still doing the all-rounders, or are we doing focus groups? Should I buy MODOK for my discard deck or Nimrod for my destroy? A Mexican Viking? You go MODOK 100%. 110%. You go MODOK. Nimrod doesn't do nearly as much as MODOK does for their given archetypes. Teddy, my first season with Thanos in 200 games. I saw a total of 80 stones. That should support... That's a large enough sample size. I could understand. Nimrod has his uses, especially if you want to be able to play with like a Galactus, a turn 6 Galactus deck. But, or should I say for a big bad? Honestly, a Mexican Viking, MODOK receives a glowing recommendation from me. Discard is doing excellent work right now. It's a steady climber. I think there's been, it got my free-to-play account to infinite within a week of the season starting. And I think a couple big creators have been able to showcase how good it is recently too. So it's still hanging on to its meta share. I kind of want to try... Well, I want to play two things. I want to play some move, and then I also want to play wave instead of lad. This card's always been consistent from time to time. Got infinite in a week using discard. Aaron Hotchner with the exact same experience that I've got. Love to hear it. Sorry, lad. I mean, you're good and all, but maybe toning down the chaos is the way that we want to go. And then we play into wave, right? Yeah, wave. But honestly, I just want to play move now. Moving up, baby. Alright, guys. Move is coming out in a couple days, right? We're going to have to be ready. We need to warm up a little bit. We need to understand what the deck's baseline is. I think this is one of the best move decks at the moment. So it's using Human Torch, Dagger, and Vulture as the movement carries. They can scale pretty quickly. Undersung hero is the Kraven, who, when paired at the right power breaking points, can do some crazy stuff with Doctor Strange cloak combos. We have the Absorbing Man here. I think the Absorbing Man is what Ghost Spider will replace. Though then again, this deck has Wave into Doctor Doom into Absorbing Man as a route to take if we just don't draw the movement pieces in the right order. So the Absorbing Man, he can pop. He can definitely pop. We want him to be able to grab either Doctor Doom in the wave situation or have the Absorbing Man duplicate the effect of Cloak or Doctor Strange. Or even, we can also play the Storm Absorbing Man Doctor Doom Location Lockdown Nightmare from our double Doom Wave deck that we built like the beginning of the season. Let's try it. Best Cloak variant IMO, Loaf Beef? I agree. This Cloak variant is great. Looks decent, turn 5 Wave plus Cloak. Exactly, Booter, exactly. Hella deck's been surprisingly good, Matthias. Actually, yes. Hella's doing very well right now. I think I just hold on turn 1 here. Iron Fist into Vulture. Fun thing is that Absorbing Man could copy Spider... Well, no. If Absorbing Man copies Ghost Spider, Spider-Gwen. I'm gonna get these wrong all the time. I know that already. But if he copies her, then she will move because the way the effect works, rather than just like pulling the engine card that I actually wanted to pull. Let's get the Human Torch popping. That sounds good to me. Iron Fist. Flame on. Hey, Evolutionary is one of my favorite cards out now. Love playing this card. But I still think Thanos is more fun to play. Yeah, Thanos is, I think, maintaining his spot in my heart. I love him as well. I think Marvel Snap missed the chance to put up Kitty Pryde variant on the Pride Month. They think that they were going for, like, lore-accurate Pride Month, but yes. Frankly, Kitty Pryde releasing with... I haven't seen very many of her variants. I guess she's got a couple already. It's the Negasonic that's like criminally underrepresented in variants, right? And so is Punisher? Doesn't Punisher only have like one variant? I know Negasonic only has one. Is that the least? Punisher. Though also, I mean, you could argue that Snowguard has the worst variants because you never see them. No, Punisher has more. I think Negasonic is the least represented in terms of variants. Sad state of affairs. Alright, we've got our 8-power Human Torch to be able to mess with. We have Dr. Doom as a big score. I could play Absorbing Man now to be able to bring Human Torch up to 16. We could just park him in Wakanda. I could also play him to Quantum Realm, because he'll still double. The Quantum Realm won't drop him down to 2. I feel like maybe playing here is the way to go. Bring him mid. The stones keep us from being able to play very many big movement combos with the Heimdall, if we draw that. Wakanda or Quantum? I'm going to go Wakanda. They should make a location where cards' power is always their base power. Interesting. That feels like something they'll eventually make, right, Loaf Beef? Like, it's just so well in fitting with the other effects of locations. Like, that's a what do you say? A when, not an if? Yeah. Kingpin going to be what Luke Cage was for High Evolutionary release? Yes, Horn. We still need to find out, after the raid, do we have any more Rule Lawyers in chat? Coming to us from the raid crew. If Spider-Man 2099 moves into a Kingpin lane on turn 6, who activates first? Does Spider-Man 2099 get his kill off and then get stomped, or does he get stomped before he can get a kill off? Makes a pretty big difference in that specific matchup. I want to be able to play Vulture and Cloak, but I don't know where I put them. I want to be able to play... actually, like, Vulture down here? That sounds terrible. Maybe it's not so bad. Vulture. It could be Storm. Storm Cloak. Something like this. And then play Dr. Doom. Maybe I'll try this. It depends on who has priority. It's an interesting question. It is interesting. Are you going to cut anything for Spider-Man 2099? Thoughts on trying Lad 99? Blow up the 6 cards for a video? Oh, Adorn, you know we're going to be hunting for that clip. Alright, hold on, guys. I'm sorry, chat. It's a very interesting discussion. I want to finish it out, but I also have to break my brain over figuring out how the heck this ends based on my best possible Cloak moves and Heimdall moves. If the Human Torch is able to fit into flooding, he'll be able to win flooding. If I can consolidate all the other power that I have on Wakanda, I think I can win Wakanda. So I need Absorbing Man to move out. I need Iron Fist. This one doesn't matter. And then I play Heimdall here to be able to consolidate Heimdall, Strange, Cloak, Absman. with the Human Torch move. Alternatively, I play Doctor Doom, and I do, I think, still move the Absorbing Man to get the max on Mojo World. Is this better? This might be better. What could he finish with? He could also play Doctor Doom, and that'll beat me, because he already has the Patriot set up. We'll try this. Onslaught on the Patriot plus a Wasp? Hold on. Is that enough? I tie on mid, and then I'm down. Yeah. So then the question is, does the other move win it for us? If the Human Torch had gone left, it would have certainly won. And then how much power would we have represented at Wakanda? It was going to be Heimdall, Doctor Strange, Cloak, and Absorbing Man all together. So 6, 10, 18, we would have lost. So that is either way. Yeah, it would not have been 21. It would have been decent, but it would not have been the 21. Movement deck with Doctor Doom, Fiona Shade Stories, you know it. Great to see you, Fiona. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Team Teddy grows stronger. I'm practicing move. I'm waiting for the Spider-Verse season to come out, so I want to be ready and understand the baseline of the deck. What I really like in this one is that we have Wave into Doctor Doom into Absorbing Man, just as like if I don't get my move combos. And we even have also Storm Absorbing Man, Doctor Doom combos to play around with. Like, there's a lot of fun options. Quantum Tunnel. I don't know if Move likes that. Let's just play Dagger. I've also liked Magneto in the movement. That's what I used to run. But then I was thinking to myself, Doctor Doom represents... because Move consolidates after Heimdall. But before Heimdall, Move tries to keep a lot of open space, so it should have openings to be able to fit the Doombots, and then the Doombots will be able to be a little bit more power. That's the thought process. Give me the Flame On. He didn't say it. Why doesn't he always say it? I'll go Cloak here. Put the pressure on. I love Wave and Cloak on T5. That is also a very good combo, Rich. The Absorbing Man is something I hadn't considered. Might swap Storm with it. What about Multiple Man? Multiple Man usually gums up the deck too much. The deck wants to have a nice open space to be able to move its other engine pieces. And Multiple Man slows you down with trying to set him up and then trying to buff him as well, and then you start moving him, and then things get cluttered, and he often is not able to get all of the copy effects that you want. I just have not loved Multiple Man. Yeah, we're definitely storming middle, because I like my cards. We'll play this. Reed Joachim, thank you, mate, thank you. Multiple Man would clog things up. Too much for the Doctor Doom. Exactly, Fiona. Fiona's got it. That's... So, Chad, if you were the Mr. Negative, do you play Mr. Negative where he can die, or do you play Mr. Negative where he can cycle? Because they played him before knowing if I was going to storm or not. I'm a little surprised. I think it's just like Vulture, Sentinel here, Sentinel here. Let's go Sentinel on right. And then we see if we Heimdall or Doom. We can take our pick. Even the Multiple Man Miracle deck, when it goes off, still loses because you just can't get enough power. It's a fun slot machine run, though, yeah, for sure. They really do not want to get him as a draw, even though I suppose. I probably don't want to redraw him. Yeah, but he would immediately cycle into one of the inverted cards. I don't know. I guess I understand where you're coming from there. So, Heimdalling mid. I add 6, 11. 11 on mid. That definitely loses. I can play Doctor Doom here to be able to get 5, 5. That could be our best spread. The alternative is 6 play 9 total, so less total, but 1 more point on Orcus Forge, where I'm not ahead by as much. I think it's got to be Doom here. Doom and Prey. The fact that they hit the inverted Iron Man, right, it means that you're just immediately playing from behind quite significantly. Angela. Free Ironheart. She did buff the Angela, no. And then the Gambit. Hit mid. Thank you. Ah! That's ours. Exactly, Jordan called. We're trying to warm up for the Spider-Verse season. And honestly, I love the archetype, and I like this deck. Having played negative, they did not want to hit Mystique. It's just the 3 power. She's bad. You really want to double the Iron Man. You know, that's fair, Dorn. If they knew that they had Mystique in deck as a potential target, they probably wouldn't have wanted to cycle it around, right? They could just cycle other cards later, hopefully at a higher assurance of getting the cards they wanted. Favorite move deck after bounce is an ongoing hybrid I use to run. Could play Heimdall to shove cards into your Ebony Maw lane or the Spectrum buff. Ooh, Spooter-Dooter. That sounds quite interesting, actually. I like the take. I used to run Ebony Maw in my move deck, but I ended up cutting it without... And I don't know who I would replace right now to be able to run him. No carry cards, but this is where I can wave into Doom. Hopefully draw the Absorbing Man in time. So I want Tempo Cloak. Probably do, actually. I mean, a 2-4. We'll just stay on tempo. I'm about to be level 500 is picking Agatha in the Token Shop Troll. Funky Garfunkel. Yes, it is. But also, follow your heart, my friend. The heart wants what the heart wants. You gotta stay true to yourself. At the same, if you want the most competitive advice... Fiona Shade Stories might be able to give you a good example, having been in the situation recently on that size of collection account, but I'd probably go for Sarah right now, if you want the most competitive card. Also, so here's the thing. The Agatha is really hard to get to work without other Pool 3 cards. Agatha's looking for other Pool 3 card synergies to be able to really work out, and picking her up first is going to leave you with like half an Agatha deck. I got a wave off of the Iron Lad. That does not bode well for us. If only we'd drawn Absorbing Man. What do I want to do here? We have basically nothing. I can play Human Torch. It is not looking good. I know she's bad, but I really want her to be good. Is there any must-haves for Kitty? She's my best card right now. Must-haves for Kitty. So to be able to accentuate your bounce deck, you're going to be looking at Falcon and Beast. Beast first. Pick up Beast. Beast is going to do amazing things for that synergy. And honestly, Bounce is a pretty accessible deck, right, chat? Because you've got Collector, Bishop, and Angela are all early series cards. Plus the Kitty, and then you add the Beast in there, and you're popping. You can play the other 1 cost that you like. Oh, Fiona just opened Sarah for free as the high skill play. Shoo. I guess they didn't like the look of New York there. Yeah, or they were worried that Heimdall wouldn't have necessarily beaten them. Anyway, I liked the look of New York there, being able to get an 8-power Human Torch. Mysterio, yes, Mysterio is another good force multiplier. If I get to 500 before the season ends, do I know if I get 2 Pool 3 cards? Yes. Funky Garfunkel, if you make it in time, so you have 3 days. If you can open up that portion of the shop within 3 days, you'll be able to get your pick for this season, and then it will reset on the beginning of the next season. So if you can rush to make it to the breaking point by the time this season ends, it'll give you an extra free card. I wouldn't take it as like incentive to spend extra real money on the game outside of your budget. Like, don't let it change your budget for the game. But it's certainly an incentive to blow through a stockpile of tokens you might have to be able to make it. I hope June is a month of better card acquisition. Daprotech, have you heard that they are releasing 2 cards directly into Series 4? So the total cost of acquiring all of the new cards in the coming season is going to be 12,000 tokens. Coming off of a season where the total cost was 24,000 tokens and they're cutting the cost in half to be able to get all the new cards. I mean, that sounds really good. I'm very happy. So here we play Kraven and then we play Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange moves the iron. We'll just play it. Hopefully the locations don't screw us over, but this is the golden line. Like, actually the best line. Dagger can kind of play in here as well, but this is what we love. Got the booster bundle before I found out it was bad. Good thing, though. I'm just going to barely make it now. Nice, nice. Isn't nothing rotating down a series this month? No, Loaf Beef. I think there is going to be a drop down. And thank you for the follow, Loaf Beef. Thank you. There is going to be something rotating down. We just don't know what it is. Which feels very strange to say because previously we'd understood exactly what was dropping. They haven't made an announcement. So it's just like at the developer's whim as to what changes around. How good do I think Spider-Ham is going to be, Bearded Grizzly? I think Spider-Ham is going to be fantastic. I know that there are differing opinions in the meta, and I certainly respect them. But I beg to differ. I think he's going to be incredible. So here we get to play Absorbing Man, and then I can either wave to be able to limit the final turn play. It looks like we're up against a bounce list. If they show, especially Kitty here, we go wave. Otherwise, I will play Iron Fist Vulture as a good efficiency piece, and then Dr. Doom to finish. I think we snap. We got it. Human Torch goes up to 8. Kraven goes up again to 6. And we're just popping. I'm not happy. Still waiting for Null Hawk. Zabu will probably stay pool 4 as well. I hope not, Henrik, but we'll see. It feels bad that they're staying up in Series 4 indefinitely. That's what really burns me, is that the developers haven't given a timeline for them coming down. Mr. Wayback, thank you for the follow, mate. Thank you. Shanna and Mold will be dropping for sure since they are bad. Snapbroker, you might be right. Alright, so they go Angela Bass. That's definitely a signal that we should play Wave. So we will play Wave. I play Wave. Do I want... Alright, we're gonna get a little cute with it, chat. You play... GetZTV, thank you for the sub, thank you. Corzard17, thank you for the follow as well, mate. Team Dede grows stronger. Welcome, one and all. I'm going to play Iron Fist. The reason I'm playing Iron Fist is because I'm ahead by so much at Nova Roma. When I drop Dr. Doom here, he'll get kicked himself to reinforce his own Doombot to be able to win Wakanda. That's the play we're making. If they don't drop Hawk, the rage will be high. I hope that they bring it down, or even if they don't drop it, that they tell us exactly when it will drop. I feel like that could feel a little bit better. If Zabu, Null, and Hawk stay pool 4, why, when they said they want players to get the cards, I guess just not the good ones? Yeah, we're incurring rage before it happens, but I understand. It feels bad. It's a major feels bad in terms of them not dropping. That wave was godlike. That was a brilliancy. Does anybody play chess here? I just love using the chess analogies of excellent moves, brilliant moves, that the algorithm, the computer will tell you, oh, you made a brilliancy here. Has to be one of the best feelings. 300 credits. They also like the unpredictability in drops. If we can't optimize, then we use the tokens we get less efficiently and have to pay more. Yeah. Which again feels bad. It feels like, listen, like part of the fun of the game is, yes, playing Snap, but then the other aspect of these kind of freemium mobile games is being strategic in how you spend your resources, right? And so you have to give the consumer information to be able to make intelligent decisions about how you level the meta account progression. That's part of the game, and by taking away our understanding of when cards are dropping, we're missing out on being able to really play, quote unquote, play that part of the game. Had a cool chessboard, it broke. I was really wanting to get one of the Lego chessboards when I was a kid. It never happened. GB Pack, thank you for the follow, mate, thank you. What do I want to do here? Is this the wave into Doom? They played Wolverine. We swap locations, we shuffle cards. I could Storm it to be able to keep my hand, but if this is Galactus, I need Storm. So I think I have to wave here. I'm gonna like wave over on right. You have to preempt the Galactus by storming the lane you think he's gonna play Galactus to. Would I recommend Token Tuesdays or saving for bigger bundles? They waived it. I recommend Token Tuesdays. I recommend just stockpiling gold for the Token Tuesdays. That should help you. Like, if you're stockpiling gold, you should be able to keep up with Token Tuesdays. And then I'll play Doom over here. And we can get the reinforcement with the Heimdall a little bit later. Kind of fun. Any excess that you generate, you can either spend on the variants that you absolutely love or look for a big bundle. Burb Lord, great to see you. I had Scooby-Doo chessboard as a kid. That's how my dad tricked me into playing with him. Sounds like it worked, Fiona. Is it a trick if you really did like it? That's my question. All right, Flooded moved mid. We're winning mid, far and away. How do we want to be able to stack this one up? I can play like... We have to make a decision here as to what lanes we want to win. They have the Dracula over here. I'd kind of like to be able to win Starlight Citadel then. So if I played Iron Fist, Dagger, Dagger moves mid and then prepares to be able to assist the Starlight Citadel crew. As I drop Heimdall on Wakandan Embassy just to keep him honest. Alright, we're going for it. Kingpin move deck is pretty fun. The guy I like. Just wanting to watch me stomp my own cards into oblivion. Have I seen Across the Spider-Verse yet? Not yet. It is the most anticipated movie for me and the wife of the year, so we're definitely going, but just trying to figure out the best time of when. That's a lot of power. That is a lot of power. Oh boy. Heimdall will be able to reposition 20 here. The problem is that they just play Chavez and then the Dracula eats the APOC and they still win. They have 4 cards. They also have the Swarm, right? So Swarm drops down. I think they got us. Right, because, yeah. Alright. This card still got us. Am I more a fan of Marvel or card games? Funky Garfunkel, great question. I have seen every single Marvel movie from Iron Man to Endgame in theaters. After Endgame, I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon. And I love card games. So it really is an intersection for me. Like modern Marvel, less of a fan. The early phases of Marvel, everything. Absolutely everything. So that's kind of where I break down. I'll go Human Torch mid. I think Heimdall right won that. Amulet, did you think of they play Chavez on left, 2 swarms on right, and then the Dracula eats the Apocalypse to beat me? Which was exactly what they had in hand. I don't know. Here's the thing is this card's very predictable, right? Like, I know exactly what they're running. I don't think Heimdall right won. Dagger is pretty fun to be able to key off of the squirrels. And then I can play Cloak on right to be able to bring them over. Doctor Strange. I could play Doctor Strange first, actually. Maybe I'll play Doctor Strange first. Vibranium Mines. Let's Doctor Strange here. Bring Torch, Dagger together. Can we get a digital Star Wars TCG? Mars, thank you. Thank you. That's what we need, man. I would be all over that in a heartbeat. Can we please just get Ben Bro to get the Star Wars license right after this one? Star Wars over here is almost at a level of criminal malpractice in how they're handling their video game licensing. Though I have to say Survivor is amazing. Been loving Survivor, so... Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, Survivor's... The game is good. The game is also incredibly buggy. Playing on PC here, it's hard to recommend the experience when PC is as bad as it is. Hawk is feeling pretty great, especially in conjunction with the Vibranium Mine. So I guess I played the Star-Lord before the Vibranium appeared, right? Are we playing something fun? Snads, you know it. Movement, baby. And they got the Wong. Oh boy. Okay, so hang on. It's like I can move both Torch and Dagger, and then I can play Absorbing Man to be able to repeat the cloak effect and be able to just keep scaling up Torch. Probably on right? No. I'll just play on mid. I want them to play on right. If they want to win on right, that will empower my Hawk. This seems good. Then does the Iron Fist trick with Dr. Doom work again? I guess not really. So should I play Iron Fist first and then the Absorbing Man? Maybe that's better. That way I can choose to move Human Torch, play Dr. Doom on the final turn. Here we go. We definitely won the X-Mansion. Zola on a squirrel versus the Hawk. Just got addicted to Star Wars, the deck building card game. Love the digital version that has to come out on phones somehow. Yeah, if only, right? Star Wars seems to love money, so how they have not gotten into the card game hype feels like only a matter of time. Exactly, it feels like only a matter of time, especially watching how successful Marvel is being at it, right?
Victory.
Ooh, oh, you're right. I copied the Iron Fist. Could not have played the Iron Fist at all, basically. I guess I still could have for the 2 points and then just played around the Doctor Doom getting punched around. This is why we're practicing now, chat. Best Friday streamer right here. Like the deck variety you use. Keeps the streams fresh. Thank you, Fire Hades. Always try to be interesting, especially on the Fridays. Have not gotten to play a move deck in a while. It's one of my favorite decks, so we're breaking it out. And then I think, honestly, I'm going to do a deck guide on that Thanos Null Death deck. It was crazy, but it was pretty fun. Disney owns both Star Wars and Marvel, right? Yes. Robic Twitch. We could actually see a crossover if they wanted to be able to combine the licenses. Wouldn't that be insane? Snads with the subscription. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Team Teddy grows stronger. Very much appreciated, guys. Support for the channel goes a long way for us. The movement mirror? Are you kidding me? Alright, lost in my labyrinth. Absolute garbage. You're gonna have to tell me what you are cooking up here for the movement synergies. I must know. We will cloak. I don't know, is Storm something that I want to play to Elysium, or do I want to be able to get both Doom and Heimdall together? I feel like having both is pretty good. Like I could, is it actually good though? They have anti-synergy. It's normally one or the other. If I Heimdall first, I have a clump of cards that then Doom is probably not able to get the Doom bots in. And if I play Doom, then I have a clump of cards and Heimdall is unlikely to be able to move anything. I think I actually do Storm Elysium. Well, they're both 6 power. I'm not going to give Namor the credit for being 11 power because that's not going to last. Pop, pop. I could move the Namor one more time, right, to be able to buff the Kraven a little bit more. I don't know if I want to. I can Absorbing Man here to be able to get these Scalers to come back. And then I can play Storm. And then I can play Doctor Doom, basically. We couldn't sub before, right? Or am I wrong? No, you're right, Snaz. We are now Twitch affiliate. Twitch had... it's been a little while, but they've been relaxing their restrictions on restreaming to multiple platforms. Okay, the waterball. Doesn't she just like fake herself out? Like, I don't think she's actually good in duplicate. That's my understanding. Not actually good in duplicate. You heard it here first. Eloquence from Teddy. Oh, Doctor Strange. Storm Strange, or is it Doom now? It's spicy. I'll be able to pull Dagger or Craven. These will both be 6. Maybe I'm supposed to just Doom. Hold on. Yeah. Move the Craven, move the Dagger, play the Doom. I don't know. Am I excited for Dual Force? Aaron Hotchner, you know it. Exclamation point Dual Force in the chat. So we got that gifted stubs from Snads. Thank you, man. Thank you. Incredibly generous. We got Team Teddy grubbing stronger. All the gifted subscriptions. Enjoy the Team Teddy swag and the emotes, my friends. Exclamation point Dual Force in the chat to be able to see our announcement. We have been sponsored by the developers of DC Dual Force to be able to bring live to you guys a early access look at the game. It's going to be streaming here next week, same time, same place. We're going to be streaming DC Dual Force. We will have keys to give away to make sure you guys get into the next round of betas, and we will have codes to be able to make sure that you guys get to kickstart your deck building with some free packs. Very excited for what that could look like for us. I think I go Heimdall here. I'm not sure how to calculate the Captain Marvels. I'm going to let this one place out. Risky. Yeah, it is. This game's pretty risky. I'm going to let it play out. I'm going to refill my water. Chair, don't fail me. It's still processing? It's still going? What do they have? I didn't think I was gonna be... They have their own hype doll? Excuse me?
Higher, further, faster, baby.
And then she repositions and they get the win off of the X-Mansion giving them the Captain Marvel. I'm not mad. What a flip. Who's my favorite DC superhero? So, unironically, I like the Green Lantern. Green Lantern seems like a pretty awesome concept for a character. Also, I love Batman, right? I mean, the Batman trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy of movies was so good, and they released at the perfect time for me as a target audience. Absolutely delivered. How do I decide who gets the codes, Rich? Well, I've got a lot. I've got enough to be able to be a little bit... What do they call it? When you show favoritism to the family? Kitty wife? Nepotism? I can show a little bit of nepotism and make sure that the Team Teddy diehards get goodies, but then we'll still have plenty to be able to give away randomly on stream. We'll be creating raffles so that you can spend your channel points on codes for packs and keys. Which Green Lantern? John Stewart? Well, so just like the base of the character. I like the base idea of the character. I'm pretty sure I saw the Ryan Reynolds movie. They should have made a Green Lantern movie with Idris Elba as John Stewart. Oh man. Can we just get... Idris Elba honestly could fit into so many different places very well. Nolan's Batman is deeply ingrained in me. Largely superb. Exactly. So cool. Alright, I'll get Vulture here. I should be able to get a huge power spike on Baxter building, right? Lantern Spectrum movie when? Ooh. Yeah. Imagine Idris Elba as Green Lantern. Oh, baby. It'd be so good. So we were talking about dream casting for the Fantastic Four and talking about who we would want to play Doctor Doom. And I was like, Idris Elba would be amazing, but then it hit me. He's already Heimdall, right? So Marvel has already cast all the A-listers. Any new characters, you're like, well, I want so-and-so to play them, but they've already been in Marvel, so I don't know how the studios are going to be able to handle that. Give me Human Torch just to make him sweat a little bit. Hold on to the Wave as our big game winner. And I'll play Storm over here on right to potentially try and lock that location out. Unfortunately, we're missing all of our finishers. Adam Driver is Dr. Doom. Thank you, Thompson. That was my Dreamcast. That was my number one. Adam Driver is Dr. Doom. He just brings the Kylo Ren energy to Dr. Doom, and it's insane. Instead, they liked him so much, he's Reed Richards. Did you hear this, Thompson? It's not officially confirmed, but it's like 80%. Adam Driver is Reed Richards. Imagine Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern. It would have to be great, right? It would have to be great, right? It's the B movie meme. Alright, so Wave just wins, right? I think she does. Do I want to snap though? I'm holding Heimdall. So if I play Wave, I have to think about what the final turn is before I snap. I could play Heimdall on mid, and then I bring Dagger, Vulture, and Human Torch on left to be able to flip a Baxter building, and then I bring Storm Wave to mid alongside the Heimdall, and then the +3 from the Baxter building, and the opponent's only able to add 1 card. I think we do snap. And if we get Dr. Doom, all the better. Just give us John Krasinski and Emily Blunt. Yes. Instead, we have Margot Robbie and Adam Driver, which, honestly, if you're looking at, like, the fantastic pairing, you still have it. DC never does movies right, besides the Batman and the animated movies are top tier, though. The animated movies are amazing, right? They got Mark Hamill to be the Joker. Moon Girl. Oh, no. They set up the Moon Girl. Hold on. Does Heimdall not win? If I play Heimdall on left, I'll be able to win Baxter Building for sure, like 100%. But then I flip the benefit of Baxter Building to my side, so that's a +6. But I only get Storm and Wave alongside the Human Torch. Not the best. If I play Heimdall on mid, that I guess is a little bit higher. I'm hoping that they just fold, honestly. Yeah, this is where, like, Magneto in the move deck feels decent. Well, Magneto would be able to move Moon Girl. Maybe at 10. Magneto still probably would have been pretty good. We'll try it. What's their 1 card? Yeah, they play mid with the kitty. Kitty. Dr. Doom would have been fantastic. Does it even matter, though, who is in the movie? F4 has been proven they can't make it into a good movie. False. The Incredibles 1 and 2 were both good movies. Robert Pattinson, typecast. He plays bat-related characters. It's true. Typecast already as his young career. He's going to become the next Johnny Depp, but only for bat characters. That's cheating? It's not cheating. Fisk Tower, though. Fisk Towers feels terrible. If I show Iron Fist directly into Fisk Tower, I think they snap against us. We could still have ways of navigating it, but it's going to be hard. Let's try Iron Fist. The Roger Corman FF movie is cinematic gold. I'm not thinking of what that one is. I saw the Fantastic Four movies when Chris Evans was Human Torch. That's my Fantastic Four. Okay, we have to be careful, right? So if I play Human Torch, he goes up to 4, and then I have to Doctor Strange him away immediately so that Murder World doesn't clip him. And I can't play him mid because then Fisk Tower kills him. Alright. It's tight, it's tight. Were the old Fantastic Four movies really that bad? Or sci-fi movies? They were fine. They were not as good as the Marvel movies that came later, but they were not as bad as some of the ones that people really deride. He wanted so much for the Edward character, and they just said no, play it like I say it. We need a good Silver Surfer series with Ricky Whittle and a Ghost Rider movie. Dude, Ghost Rider is like just leaving. Well, they got the Polaris and Fisk Tower combo, and there's the Storm. Storm is what would fix this, right? That's why I run Storm in the deck. Is there a way to be able to fix things? Maybe. I can still dagger. I'll Storm. They haven't snapped yet, but I'm gonna retreat. Was stuck at 79 a whole evening, finally hitting 80. I hereby rest. Snap Broker, congratulations on that fantastic milestone for you. So if I go Dagger, I can then play Cloak. So yes, this is turn 5, yeah. So I move Dagger, I buff Dagger, and then I play Heimdall, and I shuffle again to be able to get the dub. Or can I get away with... No, I think that's the best move. Cloak Dagger, here we go. Again, severely disadvantaged after they took out our Human Torch. Daredevil will always be Affleck. Yeah, he deserves it. Can't Stop Snapping podcast, Bearded Grizzly? Yes, I am now one of the hosts. The reins of the podcast have been handed over to me, and me and Bradsifer are going to be leading it. So we get Dagger here. Dagger will buff, and then flip over. Also, buff. Heimdall. They can also move Jeff. Like, is there a world where Heimdall right is the best move or Heimdall mid? Heimdall mid stacks up the most power. Could you imagine if we had Human Torch at the same time here, guys? Night and day. Human Torch would be a solo lane winner. We'll try it. When? We're going to keep up with the releases as they have been. You can expect a similar cadence of releases. Alright, Dagger. Go off. Yeah! When the opponent doesn't have time to do the math, and neither do I. What's up, Capello? Did I miss you? Hey, oh, here we go. Hey, Teddy, you're always my favorite part of the Can't Stop Snapping podcast, and the most recent episode announced you as the new host, which I thought was awesome. Wanted to say I look forward to more. Thank you, Capello. Thank you. Sorry I missed the message initially. It means a ton for the support from the community, and I want to be able to bring the same kind of quality and try and iterate, but still keep the product what you guys can expect from the podcast. Be able to enjoy doing that, and I have been wanting to find other collaborators with other content creators, and I think that the Can't Stop Snapping podcast is going to give me a great platform to be able to connect with more people. So I am very excited for the future there and what we can do. I would love to add a mailbag segment as like a podcast mainstay. We'll see. I'm going to have to coordinate with Bradsifer, of course, as to what the podcast looks like moving forward. Finally hit 90 on my BP for the first time. Let's go, Aaron Hotchner. Let's go. Yes, the Can't Stop Snapping podcast actually aired its first episode. I was talking to Michael about it. He aired an episode with the beta announcement, before the beta had even started. So he founded the cast for a year. And he really pioneered the space. Right now, everybody and their grandma has a Snap podcast. But Can't Stop Snapping was the first one. We'll go Cloak here. I think it's just that good. What I do after that, I don't know. Maybe Wave? Wave can still be able to win us the game, right? It got up against Bounce. If I'd known I was getting Doctor Strange, I might have played things a little bit differently. Because now, well, so I could Wave now to be able to play Doom and then play Heimdall as the finish. Or, that still feels pretty good. What is the or? The or is I play Doctor Strange here. Problem is I move my cards back. Invalidates the Heimdall final move. I guess I could move Cloak. Maybe hold the torch for the Heimdall shuffle. And then play something like Iron Fist. Alright, hang on. We're cooking. We'll do this. And save Wave for turn 5. Wave turn 5 is just so valuable up against this style of list. You just gotta warp some of Bradsifer's opinions. Man said Spider-Pig isn't a good card. Capello, I'm looking forward to working with Bradsifer specifically because he has a lot of very different takes than me on Snap. Dan is ready to back them up. So I think that it will help improve the overall variety of conversation that we can get. Yeah, so this card is going to get punched to the left by the Iron Fist. Can we get a visual second dinner? Are you watching? You're definitely not. Can we get an indicator for when Iron Fist is going to punch something? I feel like this is a missed opportunity that we don't have one. But we definitely play Wave here. She punches to the side. Spider-Ham is the Galactus Slayer. Spider-Ham is the Sarah Slayer. Spider-Ham is the Hawk Slayer. Spider-Ham is the Odin Slayer. Spider-Ham is the Onslaught Slayer, the Doctor Doom Slayer. Spider-Ham is crazy. Spider-Ham is really good. The only meta deck, well, Thanos isn't even in the meta enough. I was going to say, Thanos doesn't care if he gets turned into a pig, right? He's still a 6'10". Sure, he won't get buffed by the stone, but that never happens anyway. The other deck that doesn't care is the Infinite, which is cropping up a little bit more often with Dracula Zoo and with Lockjaw. But even like High Evolutionary Hulk does not want to get hit. It gets pretty dicey just like all over the place. Doctor Doom is a guaranteed win, right? No? I guess not. Not guaranteed. What's their biggest card? Like if I just play Heimdall mid, I think I win. Yeah. We should have snapped. There it is.
Victory.
I forgot to move cards based on Cloak. Nope. I moved Cloak. I played Cloak on turn 2 to be able to move Iron Fist, and then they got repositioned by Doctor Strange. 20 power pigs coming for short. Yes, Spider-Ham can bite you. Murdoch 750, thank you for the follow. I missed your follow. Snap Broker, I think I missed calling you out as well. But thank you guys, thank you. When your Infinite gets turned into a 20 power pig, that's definitely is gonna burn. Partly because he's a pig, and partly because you gave it to him, right? 12k for Spider-Ham and 20.99 save up. Beardy Grizzly, it's only 9k because one of those is guaranteed to be releasing into Series 4. So I'm very excited for that. It is only going to be a 12,000 token month to be able to get every single new card. And honestly, Silk, I think you can take it or leave it. Pigfanots, the Pigfanot. Ivy, let's go. Got the Infinite partly due to the Sauron deck yesterday. Congratulations, congratulations. Love to hear it. Sounds like you are dominating your way through the card tables. The 14 power Giganto Pig, that one's also going to be funny. And the 15 power Destroyer Pig. That one's going to be great. The Piganto. The Pigfanot and the Piganto. Is there a world where you could try and pig yourself, chat? Can you build a deck that attempts to pig yourself? It doesn't really work, does it? It's like no shot. Do I want to set up Vulture or do I want to storm Murder World? Storming Murder World is okay. I think I just play Vulture. Vulture on mid here. Big Antha, anyone? Yes, the Agatha is gonna thrive off of it. Well, they will storm the Murder World. I like this. I like the Battle Pass card. Extra big Vulture or the Dagger. Or just an escape hatch for a vulnerable card you played on turn 5 to be able to dodge a Shang-Chi, right? Have a lot of flexibility there. Do I want a Cloak to guarantee presence on flooding? I could get a lot of presence on flooding. But then how do I win one of the other locations? I need some of these carries. If I had Heimdall, I would feel more comfortable about just Cloak shuffling them to the side. Let's go ahead and do this. Sure. I know Cloak Wave on turn 5 is really an optimum move, but here we go. Cyclops a Wasp. They went all in with the Wasp here. This is a Doctor Strange, alright. Good on us. So we show Vulture, Torch. Vulture goes to 8. Oh no, Torch also goes to 8. So if I Strange, I pull both of them together. I kind of don't want that. I want just one of them. I want to be able to split the carries. But if I use Strange, it just means that we abandon flooding. And then maybe we're able to get more cards total at Mojo World for the win. This is getting weird. Can pig yourself if the opponent plays Morph. There we go, Deadpool. Deadpool found the way. Hi there, anyone knows what the patch is about? Can't find the patch notes on the main site or the Steam. Tenneth is just like a maintenance thing. There were no gameplay changes. Null, what's the best evolved card? Everybody's in love with Hulk. And you have to agree, Hulk is incredible. Doc Doom wins, right? Because if they play Hulk, I guess they could play multiple cards to Mojo World to try and get the dub. But if they spend all of their energy, then I beat them with the Doombot on left. I actually still tie. I tie even if they trigger Cyclops. Yeah, this one's ours. The best evolved card is probably Hulk. Shout out to Wasp and Cyclops as great pieces as well. Thing starts falling off a little bit. Misty Knight is okay. Not a lot of people using the... Could someone go check on my opponent? I don't think... Were they bluffing? Did they think it was actually a valid bluff? Just place Thing on Hellfire Club? Not where you wanted to be. Doctor Doom proves that he has a spot in movement right there. You can ham yourself by Viper Ham Odin. But isn't that like on the last turn, Ivy, so then you don't have a chance to actually use it? Baron, I am not Russian. I think Lockjaw decks will benefit from the Spider Ham when you get those 6 cost in hand. You can't play them, right, because it's the Pigified, such as the Pigfanaut. They will thrive, so I think they're going to have a happy time in the meta. I wonder if White Queen will be good with the Spider Ham. It's a good point, Mystical Being, right? You could play White Queen on 4 to understand what their most expensive card is, and then choose if you want to use the Spider Ham to be able to turn it into a pig. That sounds really funny. All right, yeah, I like that idea. Let's just go Craven on left here. The numbers are showing that Wasp is the best. What numbers, Dorn? Hulk finally is truly smashing. Yes, yes. Low cost cards always get the better numbers. They get played way more often. If my opponent retreats on a game where I played Wasp because they fear the Hulk, he won't get the numbers. Right. Some of the, like, understanding where they're getting the stats normally skews toward the lower cost cards, right? Oh! So, Master Mode before was only held by the free-to-play account, guys. Here we go. Main account, Master Mode. Let's go. That's still Series 5, right? Right? That's still S5? Ooh. We got the molded and folded, the master plan at just over 9,000 collection level. It was meant to happen. Next 30. Thank you for the follow, mate. Thank you. Just from Untapped, but it seems likely given that you can tech Wasp into any game instead of the Hulk, though. You make valid arguments. So I'm not trying to discount Wasp, right, Doran? Like, Wasp is really good for those lockjaw lists. Being able to not only be a free card that is cycling into a more powerful card through the lockjaw, but you're also debuffing your opponent at the same time. And you could be discounting the Abomination if you choose to go that route. This way we get the buffed Human Torch. So we can play him and then move both of them together with the Doctor Strange. Let's go. It's S4 now? Okay, so less exciting, but still possible. I like the new Misty because she's not affected when they play the Luke. That is quite nice. Her value is still there, which they're going to be stacking it right now. White Queen on 4 followed by Wave Spider Pig on 5 seems gross. Turn 6 if you play their non-picked card and they can only play their picked card or something else. You know, Capello Zeppelini, it's a very good point. That could be an incredibly oppressive combo. We just want to keep on making more torches, right? Always bring more torches, Traveler. The best move location in the game. I'm running the math. I'm seeing stars. Did we just snap? I'm tempted to just snap. My hand is maybe not the best to continue to capitalize, but these are about to be 12 power torches. I mean, come on. Got a good mold deck? Oh yeah. I mean, it's basically the molded and folded list, the master plan list that Dira ran up against Jeff like a while ago now. But that list still is incredible, especially with how popular Kitty Pryde has been. Block up their hands so they can't really do the same bounce shenanigans, and then capitalize on Ronin, Doctor Doom, Hawk. These packages are still very efficient. Play alongside Sarah. More torches like we're hunting Frankenstein. Bring out the torches. Does he accept? He might. The great thing is, we're running away from cloning that, so his Cyclops doesn't matter. And I will happily keep on playing this 1-4. Basically a move deck right now. Dadberry 20. Teddy, maybe you could do a stream that is friendly battles, but with fun rules like Twitch Rivals had? That'd be kind of fun, Rich. I've been thinking about the idea of getting a Team Teddy League together where, like, we set up a bracket and then you have a week to be able to schedule a match against your opponent, and we keep on going into a finals, and then we get to do the finals on a stream, right? That way you get a little bit more community engagement over on the Discord, find matchups against players that you might not have gotten to play against before. 37. 37. Is really good. It's also tragic that I don't have Cloak, Absorbing Man, or Heimdall in hand. Do I Vulture or do I Wave? Probably Wave. There's no reason not to Wave. Just made Jane High Evo deck. That's so much fun. Nerd. Sounds nice. Sounds nice. Is there a Teddy Discord? Snaz, you know it. Exclamation point Discord in the chat if you want to be able to join up. The community is just as awesome over on the Discord as it is here on stream. So if you guys want to have access to that 24/7, hop on. I bounce in and out. Try to be fairly present on the Discord myself. So it's always a great time. Doctor Doom. Dr. Doom. You know what the problem is, chat? Is that because I waved, the Cyclops will be able to trigger in addition to the Hulk, right? Maybe we lose. Because if he Hulks on left and then Cyclops triggers, I'm at 10. He brings me back down to 8. Cyclops not bugged like Hulk. Cyclops actually triggers on the final turn if you pass energy. The problem is, if I had not have waved, then he could play Wasp Hulk together, which is what they always want to do. So I was blocking the Wasp, but then I opened myself up to the Cyclops, basically. And I don't have a more powerful piece. Oh. It's just enough. Yep, they got us. The way Spidey 99's ability is worded sounds like it could be once per location, but my guess is they intended it to work once per game. Deadpool 8, what's the consensus? There is no consensus, my friend. If you were playing Jackbox Split the Room, the best question to ask right now is what does Spider-Man 2099 do? 1 card or 3 cards? My reading of it is that he destroys 1 card per location, so up to 3. Just looking at his stat line, I feel like he has to be able to get multiple destructions. Because if you're going to compare him to like Vulture, right? So you have a 3/3 that gains +5 every time he moves versus a 4/6 that destroys 1 card. I would rather play Vulture. The 4/6 that destroys 3 cards, I play that. You have to warp your game plan so much to be able to move him 3 times at the end of the game. I think because of his price point, he's often not going to be able to destroy 3 cards. I'll go Dagger here. Dagger into Doctor Strange to be able to ping off the Raptors. And then I could play Absorbing Man. Or I could, yeah, Absorbing Man and then the Heimdall. Just keep on ping-ponging out of her. Dev update video just dropped. Yo! Yes, yes. Alright, after this game. What? Dev update video dropped? Where is it? It's not on the Discord. Is it on YouTube? Can I find it just on the main Marvel Snap page? Hold on, what am I doing? Distracting me. Chat, you guys know this distracts me. Give me Marvel Snap. Everybody getting out their token buyer guides. Here it is. Okay. After this game, we get to watch it. What are we doing in the meantime? I have no idea. Coming back to this game, trying to figure out what I'm doing. I can play like Craven Wave. Oh, the Craven Wave. I think that's better than the Absorbing Man. Moving Dagger into a location where she can't get buffed, that doesn't sound great. But I could do this and then I could play Heimdall. It doesn't feel like a great turn of events for our game here. How does KM Best keep on appearing on the main Snap channel? KM Best has been there twice now. I didn't even notice that he got to do this. So if I do this, I get the +1. But their Sunspot will scale again. Wave into the High Evolutionary is murdering us, chat. This one matchup is terrible. Alright, get me out. You got that Craven variant into cash today? Nice. It's not, so as far as like I am very thankful to have a Craven variant. If I got to choose which one, it probably would not be that one. Craven has some pretty awesome variants. Alright, moving up. What did we have the upgrade on? Human Torch. Give me that foil. Do it now. Flame on! Alright chat, proposed update to Marvel Snap. Whenever you upgrade a card, they say their voice cue instead of the announcer man. I might just start upgrading Thanos forever to hear him say I am inevitable every time he upgrades. I gotta go, where is it? Close these. Zoosh. Alright guys, Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse trailer. Oh, not ready. I'm expecting this one to be a banger. Quality, max is out, baby. We're not paying for Google Fiber for nothing. Playback speed, hit that on normal. Normally I consume all my content at 2x, because, you know, classic millennial. Doesn't have time. What are we hoping for? Conquest mode reveals. I want to know about Conquest mode, and I want a release date for Conquest mode. I want to have a breakdown on what Spider-Man 2099 is really able to do from the mouth of Ben Brode, the head horse over there, to mix the metaphor. And what else do we want to see? That's it. I would be incredibly happy if that's what we get. So here we go. Spider versus developer update. New season coming now.
Where I be, bad apps don't fall far from the tree. The beat I've started with mama makes squirm, catch you in whatever rhyme. This time there's no way to turn.
Let's go. Is it unfair that Miles Morales already has 2 exclusive Battle Pass variants? Because he was a Battle Pass card himself. And now he is getting a variant in another season. This feels like a little bit overload on Miles, but I mean, they're good variants. Card decks are awesome.
Hey everybody, it's Ben Brode, and wow, do I have a scoop for you. My sources tell me a new season of Marvel...
Okay, hold on. New York, 1610. In a thrilling turn of events, second into the renowned gaming studio behind the critically acclaimed Marvel Snap is gearing up for an explosive new season. Today, I am delighted to share an exclusive sneak peek into the promises to be an awe-inspiring announcement that will leave fans on the edge of their seats. Brace yourselves for something truly remarkable is coming your way. As Chief Development Officer at Second Dinner, it is my privilege to be entrusted with this tantalizing information. The anticipation surrounding the new season of Marvel Snap has been building up for months, with fans eagerly speculating about what the future holds for their beloved game. Well, let me assure you that your patience is about to be rewarded in ways you could never have imagined. Our team at Second Dinner has been working tirelessly to create an experience that will redefine the boundaries of gaming. We have poured our hearts and our souls into this season, fueled by your passions for all things Marvel. From the early conceptualization stages to the final touches, every step has been meticulously crafted to ensure an unforgettable adventure for players.
Snap is upon us, and it's called Spider Versus. No need to bury the lead here. This month's season pass card is Ghost Spider. Moves the last card you...
I'm not going to do it every time, guys. But you could go back on your own. These look like they'll be awesome.
...played to her. Web yank your cards across the multiverse, which will help you trigger...
Instead of teaching them to confront and face their problems head-on, she encourages them to run away and avoid confrontation.
...extra buffs on old favorites like Human Torch and Vulture, or rescue cards...
Was that a new variant for Torch?
...like Human Torch.
So good. Go back.
...like Human Torch.
Oh, baby. Please. Move next will never be the same. Cards caught in Ghost Spider's web.
And Vulture, or rescue cards lost to a losing position on
I like the
locations
animation.
like the Kiln or the Vault. She can even move cards to the right.
Breaking news.
This just in, I've been given exclusive intel of new variants becoming available during Spider-Versus. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and you won't see this exclusive in those other rags. It's Ghost Spider 2099.
Ooh.
And that's not all. Make sure to clip these awesome variants out when they launch. Venom. Venomized Ghost Spider.
Oh,
Another Ghost
nasty
Spider.
with it.
Electro.
Another ghost spider.
Venomized Silk. Wait a minute. Silk?
Extra, extra. Read all about it.
Hot off the presses, Silk is just one of several new cards that you won't want to miss
No, you
this
won't.
season. Silk has the most finely tuned spider sense of anyone who has spider powers. Her ability is that after any card is played where she is, she moves to another location. With
Oh, she's also got a pretty sick animation. All right, Chad, what do we think about Silk? In the world of you're being efficient with your tokens and you're maybe looking for the card that you pass on, I think it's Silk. I hate to say it, she's a 2/5. She's Lizard with the downside of, rather than being debuffed, she moves around chaotically. Sure, she can pick up the extra buffs on the Craven and say they're calling out Kunlun here, but times where those are really going to work out for you are kind of few and far between. Though it is a good point that they make here. She can sneak into locations like Sanctum Sanctorum that are otherwise tricky. If you wait to be able to play her on the final turn, you could put her down, combo with another card to then force a jump to the location that you want, and then be able to have this awesome stat line that also ended up in a location that you carefully guided her to. I still think that she's the weaker of the cards compared to 99 and Ham, but it's nothing against Silk.
With great power comes great mobility. Silk can rocket across the board turn after turn. She can swing into Kunlun for +2 power over and over, or sneak into locations like Sanctum Sanctorum that are otherwise tricky to access. There's a bunch of other great cards launching this season, including Spider-Man 2099, also known as Miguel O'Hara. He's an alternate Spider-Man from the future who's here to tear fools up. The first time he moves to a location, you'll destroy an enemy card there.
Yes.
This card might be the most dangerous addition to a move deck. Use Iron Fist to spring a surprise attack, or drop Ghost Spider after 2099 to fire a targeted web blast at your opponent's toughest card.
Yikes.
Just the threat of his attack might be enough to snap your enemy into a retreat. He's also a great counter to Magneto. Spider-Ham.
Sure. Okay. You're not going to break down if he does it multiple times? It looks like it's a different game every time. Miguel O'Hara, he's an alternate Spider-Man for the Terror Fools up. This is... Okay, the text is just what Ben Brode says. This is Ben Brode's script. Let's watch it again and see if we get a snippet of the same game ever. But I think it's a different game every single time. It's looking like it's only one, guys.
Iron Fist to spring a surprise attack,
We
or
killed the
drop
Morbius.
Ghost Spider after 2099 to fire a targeted web blast at your opponent's toughest
It's a
card.
different set of locations.
Just the threat of his attack
Also
might
a
be enough
different
to snap
deck.
your enemy into a retreat.
He's always playing... Is this the same? Ruin? No, I think this is different as well. It looks like
He's
it's
also
once.
a great counter to Magneto. Spider-Ham, originally a spider named Peter.
Is he at only destroying one card? Only destroying one card. Where do we place him? It seems like once. It really does. I'm disappointed. I wanted him to just be able to level the playing field. And I was waiting for something that was really going to help move be powerful. If he only destroys one card, sure, it's a good tool to have in your move deck, but would you necessarily want him instead of another carry?
Moves to a location, you'll destroy an enemy card there. This card might be the most dangerous addition to a move deck. Use Iron Fist to spring a surprise attack, or
The animation is great, the potential is really high, but because it's a random card and it's only once and he's expensive, he seems like he's hard to fit. It could be that he just slots into something that is running the move module and kind of a mid-range list to be able to get a destruction. Is there a world where he matters with null? I don't really think so. Has Glenn answered on Discord yet, maybe? I don't know. I'm sure he's going to get asked.
Or drop Ghost Spider after 2099 to fire a targeted web blast at your opponent's toughest card. Just the threat of his attack might be enough to snap your enemy into a retreat. He's also a great counter to Magneto. Spider-Ham. Originally a spider named Peter, he turned into a pig after being bitten by an irradiated pig. Now he transforms the highest cost card in your opponent's hand into a pig, but it keeps its power and cost. This disruptive card can swing way above its weight class. Smack your opponent's highest cost card, transforming it into an anthropomorphic pig.
You see what gets pigged? Spider-Ham is a god. It's Spider God. If you get to know what is pigged, that's a game changer.
Cost card in your opponent's hand into a pig, but it keeps its power and cost. This disruptive card can swing way above its weight class. Smack your opponent's highest cost card, transforming
you're watching it
into an anthropomorphic
it's always the
pig,
opponent playing
minus the superpowers. He's a great tool against Apocalypse, Dr. Doom, and Galactus, turning them into useless strips of bacon. However, he's not so great against the Infinite. And this isn't Gotcha Joe.
Okay, so they only showed the opponent playing it. So obviously you know what card gets pigged. We don't know what it looks like when you play Ham yet. Second dinner, you couldn't show our hand playing pig to know if you get to know. I assume that you don't know. I was always assuming that you wouldn't know. But, I mean, discard always shows what is discarded. So there's a world where he actually could show the opponent what card got pigged. I don't know.
Journalism, we print the truth. Cold, hard facts. And we have confirmation that 2 new locations will be added to Marvel Snap this season. So get those decks ready for Maze. The
first card you play here gets 3 power and moves. 3 power and move decks eating good tonight, baby, in Aunt Maze. The first card you play here, it's Human Torch meta for a while. I don't think people are going to be too bothered about playing more move decks, honestly. I think there'll be some fun counterplay. You're going to run Killmonger to be able to pop the opponents if you don't want to suffer at the hands of these 6 power Human Torches. But like a Human Torch, Beast, Iron Fist could go psycho, right? Because moves just means random moves. So you could still play Iron Fist into a Human Torch. Human Torch gets punched, doubles, and then Aunt Maze takes effects, gives it +3, moves, doubles again. Crazy.
First card you play here gets +3 power and moves. That first card probably won't be home by curfew. The Great Web. After
each turn, move 1 card to the web for a random player. Again, movement eating good tonight. Moving a card here. Move 1 card to the web for a random. Why is it random rather than each? Chat? Why is it weird visual for Aunt Maze? It's from the Spider-Verse where they go into the basement into the spider lair. Aunt May has like the Peter Parker hangout in the bottom. KG, you love the RNG of it being a random player? It's every turn as well. Like you're at the end of turn 6, you could have a random card get pulled to the Great Web. You probably want to fill the Great Web or Prof X the Great Web if you want to be able to be certain in your gameplay, and otherwise you're at the whim of the web. But I guess that's kind of the idea.
Each turn, move 1 card here for a random player. Could be a different player each turn. Or not. Word on the street is that we're getting 2.
I'm going to have to go over all the text later on. Oh, Conquest mode! When Aunt Maze has generated mixed reviews, another new location, amply named the Great Web, has caught the attention of players seeking an exhilarating challenge.
Each turn. Or not. Word on the street is that we're getting 2 new features for Marvel Snap. Weekend missions and a daily offer reward system. Both of which are new ways to get tokens that you can use for new cards. And this was off the record, but we'll be getting our first ever Direct to Series 4 cards that you won't want to miss.
He said the 2 features are weekend missions and daily what? I got caught up in Conquest mode. Hold on. Let's read the Conquest mode stuff, and then let's listen to what he said again. What on this read is that we're getting 2 new features for Marvel Snap, weekend missions, and a daily offer reward system, both of which are new ways to get tokens that you can use for new cards. As this was off the record, but we'll be getting our first ever Direct-to-Series 4 cards that you won't want to miss. My source says more changes are on the way, but they're not quite ready to share just yet. No! Share them, please, second dinner. Just say something. Sit down with Ben Brode. It's almost time to conclude our expose, but first, an exclusive interview with one of the developers of Marvel Snap, Ben Brode from Earth 1218. I've been doing good. Thanks for asking. Can you tell readers about Conquest mode? Oh man, Conquest mode is a brand new, ultra-competitive mode in Marvel Snap. We've already released the ability to battle against friends, where you each play a series of games until one player deals 10 damage to the other, but in Conquest mode, you're playing battles against opponents, online opponents, for exciting new prizes. And you leave us hanging? You don't even give an op-ed of, like, read more on the other page?
Word on the street is that we're getting 2 new
Nope, they don't even... Okay.
features for Marvel Snap. Weekend missions and a daily offer reward system, both of which are new ways to get tokens that you can use for new cards. And this was off the record, but we'll be getting our first ever Direct-to-Series 4 cards that you won't want to miss.
Whoa. You get both ham and 99 for 3K? I thought for sure one of these would be Series 5. Yo, chat. Pass on Silk, baby. 6K for Silk? No, I was thinking maybe Silk for 3K. 5K probably, or 6K? I don't think so. You get ham and 20.99. Wow. That feels wonderful. Guys, it's a 6K token month. You can save up, you can catch up on your big bads, you can buy your other Series 4 cards. These two. Buy these two. I mean, 20.99, honestly, maybe wait on 20.99. Buy ham. Wait for reviews on 20.99. Skip Silk. That's what I'm saying now.
My source says more changes are on the way, but they're not quite ready to share just yet. It's almost time to conclude our expose, but first, an exclusive interview with one of the developers of Marvel Snap, Ben Brode from Earth 1218. How you been, Ben? Oh, been good. How you been, Ben? Been good. Thanks for asking. Can you tell our readers about Conquest mode? Oh man, Conquest mode is a brand new, ultra-competitive mode in Marvel Snap. We've already released the ability to battle against friends, where you each play a series of games till one player deals 10 damage to the other. But in Conquest, you'll be playing battles against online opponents for exciting new prizes. Tell us about the difficulty levels. You start in the Proving Grounds, and if you can win a single battle, you'll be rewarded with a ticket to the Silver Conquest. If you win 2 in a row in the Silver Conquest, you'll earn a ticket to the Gold Conquest.
What is this? Second dinner? What is this? Is a direct purchase for gold? Okay. I hate interrupting, but I just noticed, chat.
Conquest. And if you win 3 games in the Gold Conquest, then you'll earn a ticket to the Infinity Conquest, which is only available during the final week of the season. What do you get?
You get 1 week to try and win Infinite, and you have to win 5 in a dang row? Ah! Tune in at the channel here to watch me suffer. I'm gonna try, chat. I'm gonna try. Are we gonna make it? I don't know. All right, let's see it again. 1 silver ticket. You get 15 medals. You have the medal shop right here. Your entrance is free on the Proving Grounds. 1 win.
Battle.
1 win for Proving Grounds.
You'll be rewarded with a ticket to the Silver Conquest.
The gold ticket. 120 medals. It scales up by X. Ooh, a lot. More than X10 for winning. Okay. The medals are used in the shop to be able to get extra rewards, so then you're at 2 wins.
Silver Conquest, you'll earn a ticket to the Gold Conquest. And if you win 3 games...
This is 370 medals. Not as big of a step up, but understandable because the Proving Grounds is not meant to make you very much. 370, 3 in a row. This is where people are going to hate themselves, right? Because you're going up 2 wins and then you lose a random match because you got a bad matchup. And then you get reset.
In the Gold Conquest, then you'll earn a ticket to the Infinity Conquest, which is only available during the final week of the season. What do you...
And remember, tickets are consumed on expenditure. So if you were to win in Proving Grounds, win in Silver, lose in Gold, you have to start over in Proving Grounds, be able to get your 2 wins in Silver, to try again in Gold.
Get for winning the Infinity Conquest? Well, for each conquest you win, you'll earn medals that you can spend in the Conquest shop.
Slow it down, slow it down. Well, let him finish.
But if you can win the Infinity Conquest, you'll upgrade the avatar you used to an Infinity Border avatar. The Infinity Conquest is...
Pog. Yes! You get to upgrade your avatar's borders? Yo. All right. Let's scrub what the medals are worth. This is all subject to change, but let's scrub what it's worth. It's going to sound terrible, right? But we're going to slow it down.
For each conquest you win...
Nope. I'm sorry, Chad. I can't do it. We'll just pause.
You'll earn medals that you can spend...
Mystery variant for 100. That's nice. 1 silver ticket for 50, so you can just buy your way in with extra medals. 150 credits for 250. My guess is that these are one-time purchases all. New title for 150. Goblin boosters. Okay, we'll pass on that. 200 gold for 450. Exclusive card. Well, exclusive variant with 9 purchases of anything else. You get the sickest green goblin that they ever did. Sheesh.
In the Conquest shop.
All right, 200 credits. Great purchase. 1 gold ticket. I don't know how hard it's going to be to get tickets. I'd probably pass on those initially. A lot of green goblin boosters obviously pass there.
But
350 credits, 1 infinity ticket. Maybe the infinity ticket is actually worth the purchase, and then the goblin avatar to match your card.
If you can win the Infinity Conquest, you'll upgrade the avatar you used to an Infinity Border avatar. The Infinity Conquest is not for the faint of heart. This is what the best players have been saving their tickets for all month. Fantastic. Thanks for sharing this with our readers. Thank you so much for reading and staying informed. Here at Marvel Snap, we love to share the inside scoop on what we're doing. Until next time, stay snappy, friends. Well, I guess that's the scoop for now. Watch out for next month's edition, where we cover more Marvel Snap.
No date on Conquest. Right? We didn't get any date. I am at 70%. Conquest is going to be coming in the mid-season patch. They promised it this month. It could be at the very end of the month. Because they have the line at the beginning here. Where we're way back. They did this is exactly what I wanted. We got it. Well, we didn't get 2099 clarified. But otherwise, yeah, because where is it? My sources say more changes are on the way, but they're not quite ready to share just yet. So is this more changes coming is actually referring to like card acquisition changes? It's not talking about Conquest. This is talking about more improvements following the lines of Series 4 weekend missions and stuff. Could have given us a date. Exactly. Thank you. Have to see if those are one-time purchases. You can get gold from the shop to pay the entrance fees, and then, okay, I think they're only going to be one-time purchases. There might be something in the shop that you can purchase multiple times. Like there might be like a really bad exchange rate that they let you do just over and over, but they also might want to limit people exclusively playing Conquest to be able to farm the shop. And that way they can leave good deals in the shop if they're one-time purchases only, right? So then you might actually find yourselves buying the boosters. Conquest sounding really interesting. Oh, yes. Just realized they brought up weekend missions and dailies, but didn't show anything about it. Yes. Hopefully, the outcry from the community has brought them back to the drawing board, at least a little bit, on what the contents of those are going to be. But I mean, these rewards look really good.
That you can spend in the Conquest shop. But if you can win the...
Can you imagine every season you're picking up an extra 1,000 tokens, an extra, is it 600 total gold? An extra mystery variant? Right, mystery variant was at the beginning? Okay, let's...
3 games in the gold
Let's count the total
Conquest,
this time.
Then you'll earn a ticket to the Infinity Conquest, which is only available during the final week
Yeah, I think they're only going to be one-time purchases.
of the season. What do you get for winning the Infinity Conquest? Well, for each conquest you win, you'll earn medals that you can spend in...
There we go. Fiona, you're spamming out the Kitty Pride decks. They're very fun. All right, so we're getting 150 credits here, 200 gold here, the variant.
in the Conquest shop.
We're up to 350 credits.
But if you can...
That was a 350? So 700 credits. And was there another package of gold or was there only one package of gold? I think there was only one package of gold.
You'll earn medals that you can spend
200 gold.
in the Conquest shop.
Okay, so it's 700 credits, 200 gold a season, and a mystery variant, along with being able to pick up some boosters and some tickets so that you can avoid the grind on some of the lower levels. Very interesting. Shop refreshes every week? Is this confirmed? Shop refreshes every week? 5 wins in a row sounds hard. For one bad hand and you'll lose it all. Yes, exactly. They are not giving this infinite border upgrade to just anybody. You only have a week to do it and you have to win 5 in a dang row. That's insane.
If you can win...
Like, do not expect... I am not expecting to get this, and I'm expecting to try very hard. On top, it has a timer of when it resets.
medals that you can spend
Oh, new items unlock every week. Look at this. You're right. Chat had the right answer. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, for each conquest you win, you'll earn medals that you can spend.
Yes. Earn medals in conquest battles. New items unlock every week. The card has to be for the whole month, right? New items every week is incredible. Every week you could generate enough to be able... Are they really going to give us weekly 700 extra credits and 200 gold and a variant? That's amazing. That's actually incredible. I'm guessing you play people in your rank only? Nope. Well, actually, we don't know about the matchmaking. You're only going to play people in the same quote-unquote league that you are in. I think it's open to everybody. I think, honestly, like, if you're a new player, you could be matched up against anybody. I don't know what the matchmaking details are. That'll be good to ask on the Discord. Second Dinner really said, hey, watch this. I don't think you can max out the shop each week, can you? Oh, Mystical Being, just watch me. Let's think about maxing out the shop. So, notes. Notepad. Right? Okay, so if we want to be able to buy variant at 100 metals, gold, 200 metals, and then the credits 1 is 250. What's it cost to get all of the most desirable pieces?
In the Conquest shop.
300. We actually don't see the price down here. We could extrapolate a price. If it's 200 for 300, you expect 350 for 600 ish.
But
it's just underneath the frame. What do we extrapolate, chat? Credits 2 for 300, and then credits 3 for, I'm going to say 600 just to be on the safe side. Well, 500, right? Yeah, 500 for the safe side. Yeah, probably 500, right? Okay, so we're looking at 3, 6, 11, 1350. 1350 medals a week. How hard is that? If we go back to the rewards. Obviously, don't be grinding on Proving Grounds to make it. 15 medals, not worth it. 120 medals for a silver win. So that's going to be 10 silver wins. Yeah, that sounds really hard, actually. To win silver 10 times a week? That's a lot of time.
Silver Conquest. If you win 2 in a row in the Silver Conquest, you'll earn a ticket to the Gold Conquest.
370? That's about... I'm activating hotkeys over here. Sorry, guys. It's about 4 gold wins. 10 silver wins or 4 gold wins a week. Listen, like if you win gold once, you probably took a couple tries, and you probably won silver 3 times to be able to get a gold win. It depends on how competitive you are, of course. I think it's doable. 20 wins in a week doesn't sound that bad. It's in a row, though. You get nothing if it was a win and then a loss. Didn't realize I was watching math class today. Sorry, Fiona. This doesn't normally happen. They've only dropped an update on us this big once before, and even then, the friendly battles wasn't this big of a deal of, like, evaluating shop stuff. You only need 1 win in silver for the medals? You need 2. Silver is 2. Proving Grounds is 1. Are you saying it's tiered? I don't think it's tiered. I think you win... I'm pretty sure you win everything if you win the league, not like 1 win to the medals and then 2 wins for the ticket. I'm pretty sure it's like all the rewards only for 2 wins.
To the Gold Conquest.
Because here again, it's 2, right? So it's not like they're breaking down. These don't match side to side. It's just you win all the way and then you get these. Why does he say 1 win? 1 win he said for Proving Grounds. All right, one more time.
In the Proving Grounds. And if you can win a single battle, you'll be rewarded with a ticket to the Silver Conquest. If you win 2 in a row in the Silver Conquest, you'll earn a ticket to the Gold Conquest.
There we go. So the 1 in a row is for the Proving Grounds. The 2 in a row is for silver. 3 in a row for the gold. Us listeners peeps need the maths class. I'm trying to get a handle on this. Why wouldn't you say earn up to? I don't know. So you might get partial with earn up to? Oh, earn up to. Does this mean that after you win once, they don't give you any more medals? It could be your first time to win, you get the medals and the ticket, and then all the future times you only get the ticket. And that's how they throttle you to be able, and then we're going to have to get real tactical on how you want to spend in the shop here, which, speaking of which, so you guys can actually read it. Are they 1 time? That's what I'm worried about. That, like, how many times am I able to win for the full value of medals? Earn up to doesn't mean a guarantee of 370 medals each win. Oh, it's a loot box? You think it's a loot box? At the end, you open a loot box, you get a ticket, and then you get up to 370 medals. Maybe that's it. And then, because of the gambling laws and mobile games, they'll be required to tell us drop rates, but you might not get the full value every time. That makes sense. Everything else in the game is loot box based, so you'll probably earn a congratulations Gold Conquest victory box. Click the button. Ooh, shiny confetti. Feel like you hit the dopamine. Ticket. Flash. Don't have a seizure. How many medals did I get? 2. Oh. Go back to the shop. What can I buy with 2? Nothing. Try again. I'm sure it's better than 2, but it's probably a loot box. You're right. 100% for the first win. 100 for second win, 170 for infinite, tickets for the third win, maybe. It would be wonderful if the first win was guaranteed max value. That would feel pretty good if it was like max value for the first win and then a loot box afterward. Way too early to figure all this out, but we have so much information, Rich. It's right on the tip of our finger, but we actually don't even know when it is releasing. You get a Tootsie Roll and a novelty eraser.
And if you win 3 games in the Gold Conquest, then you'll earn a ticket to the Infinity Conquest, which is only available during the final week of the season. What do you get for winning the Infinity Conquest? Well, for each conquest you win, you'll earn medals that you can spend in the Conquest shop. But if you can win...
I don't know. Overall, I'm still really happy with it. Like, the shop seems like great options. Now, how accessible these counts are, that's the breaking point, right? If this actually turns into like 30 to be able to max out the shop, that's gonna sting. But if it stays at this feels good. Even if it gets half value, 20 wins to be able to max out the shop, there's a shot. Like, you're definitely gonna get a dramatic benefit from these credit pulls, the gold pulls, the extra variants. I'm probably gonna spring for some variants because my other resources are pretty happy right now. Yep, thanks, steady wife. I do maths class. I don't do spelling class, guys. Like I said, I barely speak English. I love it. I wish we got a couple clarifications. So here's what I always do. I will post FAQ questions on their official Discord, and then I will ping my Discord to show you guys where to go in and upvote so that it gets developer attention. So if you're not on our Discord and you want to be able to help out with the fact finding to be able to get the exact details, hop over to the Discord, !Discord in the chat, and then I'll be working on this, and we'll probably get a cut of our reaction here, and then probably a summary of what our fact finding here at the end and what we believe for Conquest mode as a video coming up on the channel very soon. But no date, right?
In the Infinity Conquest, you'll upgrade the avatar you used to an Infinity Border avatar. The Infinity Conquest is not for the faint of heart. This is what the best players have been saving their tickets for all month.
Oh, man. All right, have a good one, Fiona. Hope you have a great stream. I'll probably hop over there. I'll lose a little bit at the end of this. Pop that. Pop that. Get my tracker back up. I think you have to pay gold every time you play Conquest. I think if you have a ticket, you make it. Hold on. Is that true? Chat, what do we think? You don't think the gold is skipped if you own a ticket? You think you have to pay the ticket and gold to play? Hold on. That's a huge deal breaker if that's huge if true. Huge if true. Give me history. It's a good call out. Bring us back? I'm worried now. Rich, why you have to play on my paranoia? No way to skip it? Edward with a $10 super chat. Thanks for that amazing read. That's why I can't watch the other streamers. Thank you, Edward. Thank you. You're right. Hang on, sorry. I'm on the wrong view. Let's move the webcam out. So we're looking at this entrance fee, right? But thank you, Edward. Incredibly generous. We're going to need all the support to be able to run Conquest mode over and over again. Entrance fee. So you're saying that is this a skip for a ticket, or is this a 200 gold and a ticket? All right, that's probably going to be the first question we ask on the official Discord.
Silver Conquest. If you
Entrance fee 80 and then a link to the shop. But then you get this ticket, right? Here's the thing. You can spend gold in the shop for tickets. So then you're supposed to spend gold in the shop for tickets and spend gold along with those tickets for the entry as well? Maybe it's a skip. I sure hope that it is a skip. If you're going to have to pay...
2 in a row in the silver...
If you have to pay this kind of gold value just to be able to play, it is not... It's not... No one will play.
Conquest, you'll earn a ticket to the Gold Conquest.
200 to be able to play in gold for a shot at Infinite? There's no shot. There's no shot this releases. This is like $2, right? There's no gold for the tickets in the shop. There's medals for, you're right, there's medals for tickets. Yes.
And if you win 3 games in the Gold Conquest, then you'll earn a ticket to the Infinity Conquest.
500, yeah, I think it's a skip. So many other games do it that way, though. We're gonna ask in the Discord to be able to find out, because it is a good thing to call out. I sure hope that it's a skip. If it's not a skip, I don't know if anything in that shop is worth spending 500 gold for a lottery chance into a 5-win gauntlet to be able to win anything, you know? Just with their in-game pricing, it seems exorbitantly high. If it was like 5 gold, I could see it. Because I think people are going to be spamming the heck out of this. All right, let's go back. Get us our tunes. Restart. Untapped. I think they need it. They need a large player base to be able to keep it afloat, right? It's a great call out, Rich. I can see why you think that, and I sure hope that it's not the case. Let's get these windows back up. There we go. Let's run our raffle for the viewer battle. LOR has this gauntlet, and they pay in-game currency to play every single time. But don't you also have expedition tokens? It's not the premium. They don't pay the premium currency, they pay the normal currency, don't they? Complete this one. We battled Yusuf last time. I don't think Yusuf is in chat right now to be able to take that opportunity away from you guys. Launch our giveaway. Exclamation point, pick me, spacebar number between 1 and 100. You guys know the drill. That gets you entered in for a chance to be able to showcase a friendly battle with me live here on stream. Best of luck. Everybody can enter and anyone can win. Reset my layout here. The whale mode. The whale mode. Where's TMS? I don't know. TMS is chilling with the fam. It's a Friday. Whales and the pro players. I sure hope not. I sure hope that it's just a skip. Like, if people can pay gold up front to be able to enter without getting the wins, I'm totally fine with that. More competition for me to be able to climb over, baby. Because we're going to be going ham for these ones, man. Alright, they could be Galactus, which would be disastrous. Looping Moon. Have you seen the drop? The developer update? The Conquest mode interview with Ben Brode? The new cards? There's such a roller coaster. It looks like 2099 is not going to be every single location. Looks like it's only going to trigger once. Looks like Conquest mode, the shop, could be amazing. It could be whale food. Yeah, we go Spider Hand. Just in time for the viewer battle. It's perfect, Looping Moon. Honestly surprised they showed the entry fee and not mention it. They ignored it on purpose like they tend to do with the bad news. Yeah, like, why not just say something, right? Why not just say, hey, if you are pressed for time but really want to compete at a higher level, you can pay with gold directly to be able to enter into the competition. Or, if it actually costs gold and the ticket, you had better tell people. You're like, oh yeah, that ticket, that doesn't get you anything. Cough up your lunch money, buddy. Come back when you've got some money, buddy. That BioShock, right? Yeah. The BioShock soundbite is forever ingrained in my psyche. What was the patch for? Any changes? Nope. Mr. Blackhaze, the patch was for some kind of stability, something or other. No changes. Green Gobbo, little Galactus action for us. Why would you send the Goblin over if then you were going to play the Wave, right? That just seems odd. Anyway, Human Torch is going to be huge. Do I want Dagger? I guess so. And then on the offhand chance that they don't play the Galactus, I'll play the Vulture here. How does it work in the Hearthstone arena? That's probably how it'll work here as well. That is something that got set up by Ben Brode, right? I don't know about the Hearthstone arena, what it costs you to get in. I think it's its own currency, but I could be wrong. Go Doc Doom. You're making me really question your whole setup here, Bait. Alright, so I can play Heimdall to be able to tie, shuffle the Human Torch for the dub, Vulture slides for the dub. This feels great. Yeah, this feels really good. Or do I want actually... Maybe Heimdall and mid is better? This is probably better. Yeah. Here we go. We never get the details out right. I know, Edward, I know. I think she's pretty cool. Just worry about the randomness. Also the 6k cost on the Silk. Yeah, Capello, I feel like she's just a pass now. Pretty random. She seems fun. Her stat line is great. But, and there's going to be some fun tricks to play with her. But with the other cards being Series 4 instead of Series 5, I think she's going to get passed over. Boom. Movement still got it, chat. 48 points, 16 points. This is without any of the Spider-Verse cards. This is just what Move has right now. We go up from here. Alright, guys. Let's choose our winner. Capello Zappolini! Congratulations, mate. Congratulations. You know the drill. Throw that battle code down in chat, and we will get down to it. The big brain moves. Yeah, Move is a little intellectually challenging. One of the higher skill ceiling decks. You pay a lot in terms of brain power to be able to generate good power on the board. Funny that they think this will open up the movement as well. Oh, Silk. Yeah, I don't know about Silk in the movement. Alright, I want to play Fist first. Fist first into Vulture? Maybe I can surprise somebody at Hala for some fun? Alright, you snap on that. 3 cost 8 power Vultures popping out of cloning vats. Sign me up. Was browsing Untapped for a good move deck? There's no move in their archetypes. This is how many people are playing the move right now. Yes, Luis, if you want a good movement deck, it's this one. This one is my favorite version of the archetype right now. There are, of course, flexibility in the list to be able to include some other pieces, but this is far and away what I have found the most success with. So I'm going to play Vulture now, and then I can play Cloak. I can play another Vulture and a Cloak after that. Yeah, and I still get card draw, so this seems fine. But I think this is also a great starting point, be able to tech in the extra cards. Rich with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Incredibly generous of you, and the support is very much appreciated. Goes a long way for us here at the channel. Let's throw down Cloak, and then yet another Vulture. If it ain't broke. I guess I actually want it in the... I don't care about the order here, because I'm not going to be able to use Absorbing Man to actually move off of this Cloak. Do I want Vulture getting cloned, or do I want Vulture getting buffed at Stark Tower? Probably just cloned. I mean, the 3/8 efficiency is what I'm rocking here. It's not TMS level. It doesn't matter. If it ain't Cloak, don't fist it. Things you will only hear a movement player saying. Oh, there's the torch. Too late, too late. Well, they have a big old Venom that they can play. The 3/6 to be able to... They probably want to reactivate on the Bucky. What is the best play? I kind of want to bring 2 Vultures. I can play 2 Vultures, stack this one, and then still be able to play I don't know, Craven. Craven, and then I still get to add a torch. Pretty good stack. Pretty sizable. I could alternatively play one vulture. This vulture. Back to 16, and then try for the passing play. Yeah. Maybe I do that instead. Here we go. TMS, great to see you, mate. Have you seen the developer breakdown? We just had a pretty lengthy segment on the developer breakdown with the new cards, what is coming into Series 4, the predicted status of 2099, and a whole huge dump on Conquest mode and the Conquest mode shop. Does order matter for Craven? He will not get the benefit if he is just dropped down, I believe. What is Abs Man usually looking to copy here? Doctor Strange and Cloak? Yes. Doctor Strange and Cloak, but then in a pinch, you can copy on Storm to be able to get the double lockdown and then play Doom as a follow-up, or in a pinch, you can play Wave into Doctor Doom into Absorbing Man. Absorbing Man copying the Doom power is also very powerful. So you have a ton of different options. Who was Smite with the resub 3 months in a row. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Pillar of the community. Hey, Teddy just hit infinite. Use your negative Nimrod and Thanos list to get from 72 to 100. Whoa. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Congratulations. Admiring the TMS wins from the Discord post. TMS does have some spicy ones. Ice77, thank you for the follow, mate. Thank you. I'm worried, guys. Capello is just brewing over there. He's like, all right, I'm coming up against Teddy. He's working it. When are we going to play, Capello? I didn't see you post the code. Did you throw it at me? I'm used to seeing it in chat. Did you at me? Capello, anytime you throw the code in chat or at me on Discord, I'll be ready to go. I'm ready when you are. I like Conquest. Looking hard. Oh, it's looking so hard, KG. Raging. The Raft. Do I actually win Raft with Cloak? Shuffle? I have amazing Guardian Stake with the 78% win rate. 24 games played. TMS, you're coming out with some fire in the Patriot and now the Guardians, right? I mean, it's incredible. This is unfortunate. So, what's better? Double an 8 power torch to 16? Luis, welcome to Team Teddy. Thank you for joining up, mate. Team Teddy grows stronger. We are honored to have your contribution here. Alright, here goes Storm. You posted it? You're just waiting? Where did it go? I don't see it. Does anybody else see it? Did you post it in Discord or did you post it here in chat? I'm not trying to ignore you. I don't see it. Direct messages. Nope, not that. I don't see it. Urko, everybody have a great weekend. Deep in Diablo 4. What class are we rocking, Urko? I'm just thinking of the insane potential here of Heimdall Zola. Yeah, throw it to me in the Discord, Capello. Just add me. TMS with the 20 gifted memberships. Team Teddy's here in force. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Incredibly generous. Very much appreciated. I'm not quite covering all the ramifications of if I Heimdall and then Zola. I'm gonna try it. Oh man, the war against the gray names in chat goes on. He sent the code? I did not see it. Sent the challenge, invite tabs in the Discord. Thank you. New mentions. Sorry to keep you waiting, Capello. I legit did not see it before. Alright, here we go. We are so dead. But I just want to do it. I don't think I win though, because the Heimdall activates, moves. Oh no, it could hit the Craven. Okay, yeah, we need to get out. Because the Craven would move before the Zola would activate, right?
Escaped.
No, it would be terrible. Watch, guys. For the content happens. Heimdall flips, Craven moves, Zola hits Craven, and then I just go out with like the sound of a wet fart. Have a good one, TMS. It's awesome to have you pop by. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Alright, what are we bringing up against Cabello? I feel like we gotta bring some spice, some fire. Let's use... I mean, Patriot Lad is the definition of fire right now. Not necessarily spice, though. Toxic Sarah? Toxic Sarah is pretty fun. Let's do this. Let's do Toxic Sarah. Thank you, Urgo. Here we go. Did you see the new YouTube video from Marvel Snap? Zevo, oh, you're on Twitch. I was going to say watch it back. Come over to the YouTube side, watch it back. We did our full breakdown. By full breakdown, I mean full breakdown. There's so much to look at there. We exhausted every topic. It seems pretty hype. I'm so excited for Conquest mode, guys. I mean, things are kind of going crazy here. We've got Conquest mode, and we've got DC Dual Force all coming around at the exact same time. I think I need to kill Monger early. If he's going Patriot, doing away with the squirrels is fine. I'm not really going to be able to protect my own squirrel to do a Mojo World flip, so we'll just do this. I would still love to know if you can keep using 2099 if you bounce him. Andrew the Rager, yes. I have a couple questions. What is that? That's a meme as well, right? I have a couple questions. What's that one from? I just know the line in my mind. I'm not picking up the image. Typhoid Mary here so that I can land the Enchantress. Do I snap? I could snap. Holding Enchantress up against the Patriot. I mean, that's really good. He could also protect it with the Cosmo right now, though, because he has initiative. Makes it a little bit dangerous. Maybe we don't snap yet. Oh, no. It means he still has Onslaught on the way. Pop down the Luke Cage. Play the Hazmat. Play the Kitty. Hold. Oh, Super Scroll being able to embody both Patriot and Ultron kind of is sick with it. Dorn, you're right on time. A chatter arrives precisely when they mean to. Blue Marvel, but he's splitting out. He's spreading the area. Yeah. Here's all they can't do. So, this is where she was supposed to have been debuffed by the Hazmat, but the Luke Cage was preventing it, so now she goes crazy. She doesn't understand. And she'll just keep doing this. Forever. 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 I love you. Forever. What was the drop? Was it Ultron? We beat Ultron. Was it Doctor Doom? We do beat Doctor Doom as well. Yep. Just playing it cautious, feeling out the lists. Thank goodness I didn't bring that deck. Otherwise we would have been sitting in the mirror. Toxic Sarah could be pretty spicy here. Now he knows that we run the Enchantress though. Okay. I could set up the Nova or buff Kitty. Let's go for just a casual buff on the Kitty. So what else do we expect to be in the deck? We expect to be Brood, Mystique, of course. He didn't show the Ultron, or the Onslaught, but he has the Onslaught. He probably doesn't play Ultron. I'll go Luke here. Luke to float over the sewer system is quite nice. I'm definitely favored here with the Enchantress. Yeah, you have to imagine so. Nova and Kitty are develop the... Yeah, I think you just develop here. Hold on to the Killmonger. Be able to set up Sarah for an Enchantress Killmonger final turn. This could feel very good. Buddha rallying the likes for the stream, it really does help us out. The signal boost is very much appreciated, YouTube and Twitch. Lizard comes down, Kitty Pryde as well. 6 power Kitty for a deck that it has her in a flex slot, feels very nice. There's the Patriot. And the Wasp. I was wondering if I could force the win at Hala, but I chickened out. Coward. Alright, there's Sarah. So, yeah. The thing is, if I Enchantress here, I lose my cage. Maybe I don't. Confident, I see. Is he just pairing up his confidence with what Luke Cage can do? Because I could also Super Scroll to be able to buff my own rocks. Let's see what happens. Glenn has answered nothing yet, KG. Alright, we'll see if we can rally. Oh, he's got the wave. 1 card to 1 card. One card to 1 card. Killmonger is pretty nice. Breaks their rocks. Pops my Nova. His 1 card, probably Doctor Doom. I think Doctor Doom wins, even if I turn off the Patriot with the Enchantress. I don't think this list runs Ultron. That'll run Doctor Doom instead. It tries to spam to the board other ways through the Brood and the Mr. Sinister. Putting the upvotes on the good questions. Thank you, KG. I'll probably be looking through to see if there's something that has been missed as a question, post myself, and then see if we can draw attention to that as well. Let's go ahead and bounce. Yeah, I think you must have Doom. Do I think the best 1-drop is Mystical? I think it could be. Nebula is really hard to argue against. She seems incredible. Of course, Zero in a more niche case brings a lot of value as well. And then you've got the old standbys of, well, not old, but standbys of Sunspot and Kitty. The Dark Dimension is really good for Patriot, right? Let's just play Zabu. Dream Dimension. We'll go Luke Cage. Play the Heidi game. As will he, of course. KG, you want every game to be the slot machine? Indeed, indeed. Let's hide Super Scroll. Shout out the Nova too. Yeah, in a niche space, the Nova can be very powerful. Alright. Our Super Scroll is now an Iron Man, but he has a 6 power Iron Man. Oh boy. He flips first. And he has snapped. What do we think of our odds? Shang-Chi probably never going to find value in this matchup. I can play the Hazmat to be able to debuff the Iron Man lane for a little bit extra. Get our own side picked up by the Luke Cage. And then on the final turn, play Lizard Killmonger to be able to break the Nova. Maybe we have a shot. There's the debris. Hopefully he's not trusting on using those rocks. Well, Typhoid Mary Killmonger is way better. Super Scroll, Luke Cage. Alright, so we hide the Killmonger. Bury the lead. Play the Typhoid Mary. Or do I just abandon this side? Play left. They could be better. He's got one hidden card. Trying to remember what turn that got set up. I think it was turn 2. Could be his own Luke Cage. So then my Hazmat really doesn't do anything. Super Scroll to be the Iron Man. Plus the Luke Cage and the Killmonger is quite nice with the extra buffs from the Nova. I'll roll this. Doctor Doom, I'm fine. Patriot, still fine. Yes. Wah! Ah! Pop, pop, baby. Toxic Sarah gets it done. Do we think he would have taken a snapback? Snapback's pretty risky, but I mean, we got a lot of 20 power on mid, 11 on left.
Victory.
Feels good, feels good. Nice lead. So he's got 4 health, a full high stakes snap, and it's over. We're not in high stakes rounds yet. And we've got 8. Nice even demarcations. I'll play Nova. Yeah, I don't know if he puts the whole match on me snapping there. I think he might have just retreated. We shuffle. I'll play Lizard. Trying to get as much as I can out of the island. The inviting rainy shores. I don't think he saw the Super Scroll before that turn. Yeah, I think the Super Scroll is what surprised him. He was not prepared for the Super Scroll turning into Iron Man. He's like, oh, now Teddy's got all the advantages. I can play it again. I'll do it again. He doesn't run control. This is fine. If he plays Debris, I get the buff. If he plays Luke Cage, I help myself out with the Typhoid Mary. Which I'll go ahead and play here. Trusting in Luke Cage or Enchantress showing up, I guess. Yeah. Or his own Luke Cage showing up. Which, to be fair, his Luke Cage is pretty nice into our Hazmat, but we still have good value. There's the Mista. I don't know. Zabu. He doesn't have 1 costs to kill, and any rocks from Debris will get buffed by my own scroll version of Patriot. So I think I just play Kitty. And wait. Hazmat will do more harm to me than good. Same thing with the Killmonger killing the Nova here. It would just be a net neutral. This one might not be going very well. Iron Lad, what's he gonna pull? Ultron. Come on, Enchantress. Luke Cage, though? Luke Cage, though. So, hold on. If he plays Onslaught here, it's just over, right? Because the Onslaught synergizing together to be able to super buff the Wasp. I could bluff snap. I could, like, bluff snap on the Enchantress being in hand, right? But that's so dangerous. I'm gonna retreat later. It's all in if he thinks he's vulnerable to the Enchantress. I could still snap. Now, I think. I want to do it so bad. But I think that I can win just straight up. Yes!
Escaped.
Alright. That's a wash. Round 4 tie. HVCL, great to see you. What's my favorite variant, Sky? Ooh, favorite variant. Gotta give the props to the Venom champion of the world holding the wrestling belt up high. That one's gotta be one of those. Anything by Peach Momoko. Pretty incredible. Also, actually, the Devil Dinosaur with Spider-Man on his claw is one of my favorites. Super Scroll here would be able to pick up the Luke Cage value for us. Let's do that. Hold on to the Hazmat. Can set up Sarah on 4. Guy, thank you for the follow. The actual tie. He has to go for it at some point. Yes. Patriot to the Super Scroll. Here she comes. I would love something to get big enough at Nidavellir for Shang-Chi to be able to smack it. Which, a Patriot buffed Doombot in general will eat it. A Patriot buffed Mr. Sinister clone. A Patriot Onslaught. Patriot Onslaught buffed Debris Rock actually gets there. Teddy loves a lot of card art. Yeah, I'm just pretty happy with the card art in general, Dorn. I'm not very picky. I don't play too many pixels. There's even some pixels that I do play, though. I like my Hawk pixel. Also, the Dark Knight. It's the Dark Knight version of Red Skull. I think that's maybe my absolute top pick. Let's go. Type away for what? My cards cost 1, chat. Between Elysium, Sarah, and Zabu, it's all 1s. Whatever I draw next will also be a 1. I can just sit. Oh, but he has Wave. I don't think I can just sit. I think we gotta play it. Yeah. No sitting. No sitting allowed. So if I cancel your Patriot, I also cancel my Super Scroll. And I want my Super Scroll because it's giving me your Luke Cage. I don't have my own Luke Cage yet. I kind of want to hold both Enchantress and Shang-Chi, though I'll be very sad if and when Wave comes down. Here we go. Here we go. We read the Wave. That's very good for us. They can only play a single card. It's going to be Doctor Doom. How are we feeling in the event of Doctor Doom? We win. How are we feeling in the event of anything else? We win. That was it. We got it. I just have to add enough power on mid here to be able to pass a Doombot, and that's all. I'll lose Nidavellir. I'll win at Stark Tower. There is no single play he makes that wins. Excuse me? You have a single play that you make that you think wins? Just the Doom? Ah. Here we are. GG. Well played, Capello. I have to play next, and now I can do the fist bump. There we go. Well played, GG. Love the matches. Excellent deck to bring up against us. We definitely got some favorable draws there to be able to consistently have the Enchantress. And then with the Super Scroll as well, I think Capello unknowingly ran into a pretty hard counter matchup. Guys, Toxic Sarah is just really good. I can't believe that we don't see more Toxic Sarah on ladder. Do you guys see Toxic Sarah on ladder? I never see Toxic Sarah. Hey, Candy, 922, thank you for the follow, mate. Thank you. All right, so here's the plan. We're going to call the stream here. Yeah, I don't either, Booter. We had the huge drop from the developers. We're going to be working on a video there. Exclamation point Discord to be able to join my Discord. I'm going to ask some clarifying questions in the official Discord FAQ, and then I'm going to post in our Discord a link so that you guys can come in, upvote, and try and get the developer attention to be focused on them. Good games, Cabello. Good games. I think you you ran into a counter matchup. I obviously didn't know what you were playing. You didn't know what I was playing. But with my Enchantress and Super Scroll, I think I was heavily favored there. And then we'll have some other stuff going up over the weekend. And then next week, end of the week, same time, same place on Friday, we're going to have the sponsored early access to DC Dual Force with giveaways for keys to get you guys into the next beta line for that, and free packs for you to be able to kickstart your card collection if you have any interest in DC Dual Force. Show up next week. We'll be diving in. We'll be getting right into deck building. Very excited for that. We'll also get some more news, hopefully leading up into that. Twitch chat saved my life. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. All right. We're going to sign out of YouTube here, and then we're going to throw a raid on the Twitch side. Get me into this. What a day. DC Dual Force coming up on the horizon, and then Conquest mode news dropping as well. I'm like a kid in a candy shop. Not sure I've ever actually been as a kid. I don't think I ever actually went to a candy shop. I imagine my reaction would be very similar to what I'm experiencing right now. So much to do. All right. YouTube, thank you guys to come and hang out on the Friday. Makes my Fridays so much better to enjoy them with all of you. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time, keep on snapping. All right, Team Twitch.